You can sleep. Side hand, I'll be that too. Because chicks are young and this chick is old. So I'll be the side hand. Thank you, Reggie, for correcting her. I will be the side chick, the mistress, the side chick, the hand. It's whatever. I mean, name calling is what y'all do. That's
Good morning, Bougie Gang. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Y'all, first Saturday of the month. Y'all, Christmas is coming way too soon. Okay, girl, 19 days. It's like, you know what? Just let it be tomorrow at this point. It's coming so fast, I feel like let it just go ahead and be tomorrow. Hey, KK Scorpio, what's good, sis? I'm still trying to get over what this is I had, but I'm back. Okay. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. There's no time like this time to go ahead and get into some jail phone calls. If you would, go ahead and double tap on your screen. Hit the thumbs up. Let me know you're here. I see that 72 have tapped in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And let's go ahead and handle that business. Good morning. Good morning, Black Swan. Good morning. Good morning. The tooth doctor, chunklet number 9. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That's sis who hit us up to the chunklet. Okay, chunklet gate. Nesto's handy girl. Good morning to the gang stars. Got here bright and early. Okay. I think I said over here, did you vote? And really it is, did you give your input? I put up a post a few days ago, some days ago, okay? Asking a question. Old girl called old girl, that whole thing. And you guys have dropped some comments. I feel like we'll get to that today. Why not? If not, we'll do it soon, but make sure if you have not tapped in on that question, it's the question that has been plaguing this community for some time. Old girl called old girl in California and told her everything. Lots of you guys have theories, and I said drop your theories over here. That's it. That's all. So we'll get into it. We're going to get into them. So maybe we'll do that for, yeah, let me just, we're going to do it soon. If you have not dropped your theory and you have a theory, drop your theory. If you are interested in the theories of your sistren, okay, sistren and brethren, okay, go ahead and read. Go ahead and read the thread. It's fun, right? Okay. And that's it. That's all. So go ahead and get into it so we can get into it soon. All right. Um, here we don't tell our left hand anything. We don't tell our left hand what our right hand is doing. So it will be coming. We're gonna say coming soon. Okay. Um, Only me 23 coming out the box. Okay. Bearing Christmas gifts. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to our good sis. Thank you for gifting. Is it Rio? Rio 5309. Good morning. Guess what? You got gifted. You got gifted by our good sis. Okay, so good morning. Guys, we're going to get into a Ernest Williams jail call. Why not, right? Um oh, let's see. Let me fix this. It's always something. Okay. We're going to get into a Ernest Williams jail call and talk about it. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. There's no need to waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. Hi everybody. How's everybody doing? Um let's see. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Was anyone, let me ask you guys before we get into it real quick. Was anybody watching the beauty queen case? One of you guys sent it to me like, "Hey friend, can we talk about this, or are you going to talk about it?" I think the case only lasted 4 days. I'm going to be honest with you, unless it's something, and I'm talking about good, something super juicy and very ratchet before the end of the year, I don't see myself doing any more cases, because let me tell you something. Latasha took a lot out of me, and then somehow I ended up over there in Vegas with the damn corn star and her situation with the man with no head. Baby, I am a little shell shocked off of that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It dragged out. It dragged for some time. We kept getting caught up. I don't know how we got caught up. We kept getting caught up, and it dragged. And right now I'm looking for sentencings. I'm looking for some good, interesting pretrial and things of that nature, some hearings, full on trials. If it's going to be something very long and cerebral, my brain space is not here for it. My brain is already like on vacation. My brain is on winter break right now. So I need some things that are not going to require a lot of thinking. You know what I mean? Not too much uh energy to pay attention for 8-9 hours. We had some trials that were doozies, so I know you're exhausted, baby. Especially because sometimes I think, oh yeah, I could just turn my computer on and walk away, but it's kind of hard because you guys will be typing comments. Then something happens and it's like, "Ooh, no he didn't, no, they did not just bring that witness." I wish I could just turn it on and walk away, but I feel like I'm typically sitting here like moderating, you know? Um, so I'm sitting here right with y'all all day long. So, and then if we are catching up, I'm, bringing us through the breaks and all of those things. So it's kind of like I'm here. So it's, broadcasting a trial isn't really just like, oh, she's just you're just broadcasting it. That's nothing. It actually does. It is a skill. It's still a skill. Okay. Beautifully made. Okay, period. Thank you, boo. Thank you for supporting, honey. Okay, thank you. I appreciate your support. Baby, we all need a vacation or two. Yes, it's coming. It's coming, right? What else is going on, guys? I feel like there's a couple things. So yesterday, I went live. We talked about the Jarvis hearing. I hate that we didn't get a little bit more, but you know, it's January 23rd is right around the corner, baby. So we will get into that. Am I okay? I was like, am I what do they call that? It was giving like the loading type thing. Like it was, is it lagging or anything like that? I almost hate to ask that because it opens the floodgates for someone to say, well, it's lagging for me and it's perfect for somebody else. Okay. Oh, okay, let's just go ahead and get into the video because it's almost an hour, and you know how we do. An hour could take damn three. Okay. It was giving some sort of like loading type thing, but you guys already know my desktop is a fool. Okay. My desktop is a pure fool. I'm back up to I think 50 on both sides. So we're just not going to even talk about it, okay? We're just not going to talk about it, and we're going to just what can we do? You know what I'm saying? We're just going to keep it pushing at this point. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm sure there's some tabs I need to close out. I know my daughter would be like, "Mom, just close them out." But most of the time, by the time I've got all this open, I've been doing like extensive research on stuff. So anyway, okay, guys, let's see what happened yesterday. I was watching this. Let's see. We all need a break. Okay. Not on my end. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So yes, I did do I broadcast the little snippet that Click on Detroit posted for Jarvis Butts. It was quite interesting. Like I said, he's got a pretrial hearing coming up on the 23rd of January. It's going to be the last one before the trial. Keep your fingers crossed that if it does proceed to trial, it sounded like, if you listen to the video, that there is some negotiations going on. What the negotiations are, I do not know. Clearly, I was not there. But when the hearing starts, they are clearly talking about something that's on the table. And does it have an expiration date? Is it going to have a time limit? They said no, they're still negotiating and they're working on getting the 18th charge rolled into that particular offer. So they said all the words. Now, does that mean he's going to take it? No. Does that mean he's not going to take it? No. Does it mean that, does it mean anything? It just means that there's something out there. It's in negotiations and nothing is finalized. That's it. That's all. Period. Okay. Nobody needs to feel any type of way about what happened yesterday, other than he'll be back in court on the 23rd, unless he just wakes up one day and decides that he's going to admit to everything that he's done and he's going to try to make things right, which I doubt is going to happen. Okay. I don't know that man, but it doesn't seem like he's quick to want to give up information. Anyway, so yeah, I posted that yesterday. So if you hadn't checked it out, haven't got caught up, go ahead and check it out. Another thing I wanted to get you guys up to date on is that Kelly Marie Bryant, the Pontiac mom, she actually pled guilty to the welfare fraud. She still has the 3 cases of child abuse, child neglect for leaving her kids for 3 years by themselves. And she had gotten 3 welfare fraud cases because of the way that she abandoned her children, and clearly the food stamps were not going in the interest of the children because she wasn't even there. She wasn't even there, and they were found malnourished and hungry. Okay. So she went ahead and pled guilty to that. And she's going to be getting sentencing on her next court date. I don't have it in front of me, but we'll do a little bit of a Kelly Bryant update also because, ma'am, like I said, pled guilty. So we know she's she could be getting some jail time for that. I don't know that she got a plea deal. She just went ahead and pled out to that particular case. I think she was hoping for some leniency on the next case by not dragging out that case. And obviously, what is to litigate in that with common sense? Because we already know that, I think she already knows that it's a done deal. Like, clearly, you weren't there, the children were hungry, and the benefits were for the kids. So what else, what more is there that needs to be done on that? Anyway, okay, so we'll get into that soon. And I think that's pretty much it. I saw a question. Did let's see, hold on. I thought I saw something, but I guess maybe I didn't. Is she still out on bond? Okay. Yes. Kelly Marie Bryant, yes, she's still out on bond. I would have thought they would have revoked her bond after she pled guilty to the welfare fraud, but keep in mind, I think her welfare fraud, she was out on her own recognizances. So for the child abuse, she is out on a actual paid bond. But the welfare fraud, it was I forget what they call it in Detroit, in Michigan, but it's kind of like you're out on your own recognizances. Um, what do they call it? A personal bond, something like that. She was out on like a personal bond for the welfare fraud. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I also heard there was some talk that she was giving up her parental rights potentially for the kids. So I am confirming that, but I think that there was some talk about a month or so ago in family court that she is potentially giving up her parental rights, which, I mean, you abandoned them for 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's just time to do the right thing for the kids, right? Anyway, okay, let's pivot and talk about Nesto. These were some interesting calls. We've been talking about this for like a week now. We watched the hearing with Crail Lewis. We already knew Sonia was going to be butthurt about damn what Crail Lewis said. Now it makes sense because back in the day when we were first listening to this 2 years ago and Sonia was pissed about Crail and the affidavit, yeah, she had some she was mad about Crail and the affidavit, but clearly she was mad about Crail Lewis's performance from a standpoint of him making the inferences of Nesto going home. Okay? That's what she was mad about. She was mad about Nesto wanting to bond out at home. And at this point, I don't think Sonia even knew. And at this point, he wasn't really talking to Shirley. We know that he talked to her maybe once every blue moon at this point. So between like March and at this point, it was very few and far between. There might have been just a handful of calls between Nesto and Shirley. But at the end of the day, I don't think she knew about, I mean, he would say every now and again, I talked to the wife, I talked to the wife, I talked to the missus, I talked to Miss Williams. He would put it out there every blue moon that he talked to Miss Williams. Okay. The wife, the missus, however, he was so awkward with in saying it. But, of course Sonia was pissed when Crail was like, can you please make sure that you change that? Because they had said Sheridan instead of Shirley. And then they said Sheridan and Shirley. And the whole thing that he stuck in there about having a marital problem or will be in divorce court and all of those kind of things. Yeah, it was Sonia that was pissed. Nesto thinks that he is some sort of celebrity adjacent and he's a, girl. Child, she went deep into her feelings. Stop messing with married men. That's all you got to do. I mean, it's so simple. leave, close your legs to married men, right? Close your legs to married men. You don't have to worry about having your feelings hurt. Okay. That's it. That's all. You know, that's it. That's all. Okay. Let's listen to some more foolishness. Sonya mad because Crail's doing his job. And did Crail do a great job? No, he's awful. Now, have we seen him do and fight for his clients in other situations? We've seen Crail around the YouTube streets, mostly over there in Clayton County, showing up to Zoom court. We have definitely seen him out and about in these lawyer streets, in these Zoom hearings. Is he completely awful? No. But on this day, his performance was bad, and it's still very much giving funny. And but as far as him speaking on a married man who is getting support from his wife at the time with the affidavit and trying to clear a non-felon for him to have a resting place, because Dre's a felon, damn Lamont's a felon. Let the truth be told, Sonya's a felon. Where in the non-felony can he go? Okay, like let's just be real. So Crail was trying to do his job, even though he wasn't masterful, even though he's not a fantastic orator. He did the best he could. And let's also not forget, Nesto selected him as a lawyer. So who is to blame? Nesto to blame. Okay. He selected that lawyer. That was his selection, right? And he said that. All right, let's get into it. If you hadn't seen, like, I guess in the last week of Nesto updates, Nesto reactions, then just go in my timeline. They're all there. We've started this particular time period. I guess we've been into this now for about a week. There have been videos dropping right before he went to court, on the day he came back from court, talking about being mad after court, and then now here we go again. So interesting. This was interesting. Okay, let's hear. And then he brings up Daryl, and we gonna get up into that too. Well, Daryl isn't a felony friend, but Daryl is, Daryl came 2 times to visit Nesto. If you have membership or had membership once upon a time, I'm sure you saw it over at Phone Calls from Prison. Nesto was not going to get a low bond in that hearing, regardless if OJ's dream team was there. So if you have Phone Calls from Prison, then you would have seen Daryl's visit. It's been posted for years now. Okay. Membership here or on their Patreon, right? Here.
In the calls you're about to hear, Nesto says he will give Daryl an ultimatum. Nesto talks about recidivism and how he potentially faces many years in prison due to his past convictions. Nesto also talks about Shirley's affidavit. Take a listen.
Let me just say this. How is it that you knew that on this call, but you have conveniently seemed to forget all of that? So he brings up recidivism. He brings up his past. But if you were to talk to him about his past, let's say in 2024, he doesn't know what you're talking about. That don't make no sense. I don't know what they're talking about, blah blah blah. Like at this moment, he's a year in, and I don't want to say he's being realistic, but he is talking like he at least is copping to, excuse me, what he's done. I got the hiccups, y'all. He's at least copping to what he's done, and or what his past looks like, right? If you talk to him about what his past looks like now, he don't know what you're talking about.
Good morning. How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good. Did you get some sleep? Because 3 o'clock in the morning, you sending messages out.
That,
Huh?
I actually watched the game because I didn't really watch it, but I saw it somewhere else, and I was just kind of listening to what he said about,
Man, you gotta talk a little louder because I know you ain't started talking about it yet.
And then he said he wanted to bond at home, and you did that.
I haven't. How are you?
Yeah, good.
I didn't say
What now?
anything. I'm just gonna talk baby talk to say what I want to say is that I'm fucking pissed. And why did he say those things? And are you gonna bond out home? And then when he calls you out and says, I don't understand the baby talk, and then it's like, okay, how are you? Ew.
Nothing. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
No, go ahead. You sound like it's worse than what you're saying it is.
Huh?
You sound like it, you don't want to talk about it, but it sounds like it's worse than yesterday. That's what it sounds like.
No, I just was kind of wondering what he was talking about. Your lawyer.
I was just kind of wondering what he
Oh,
was
okay.
talking
So
about.
what was you wondering about?
Because I thought you were going to come and have happy trails at my apartment. Only a dumbass 50-plus-year-old woman would pack up her shit in Miami and move up to Atlanta for somebody else's husband. Okay? How dumb can you be? You did that dummy. That's called a dummy move. Do you understand? That's called a dummy move. Okay? You fell for the okey doke. So if you're uncertain about what he's going to do, you should always be uncertain about what a married man is going to do. He's not yours. He's not committed to you. So you're concerned about what he's going to do, damn straight, because he's married to that other woman, dummy. Like, that just doesn't make any sense how she's confused that he's going to bond out to a non-felonious address. Sonia, you're a felon. He can't go to your house anyway.
He said that you wanted him to.
And
When he
then
was talking to the judge, he was trying to say that he wanted you to not be separated from your wife. That you wanted to go, be able to go home to her in court.
That's for them. You know, I can't really talk like I want to talk. You got.
I don't say anything.
Yeah, you got to read between the lines.
Isn't it crazy that in this world, if a woman were sitting in jail, which we've seen women sitting in jail and they got men calling them and putting money on their books. I mean, the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like crazy stuff. Like Susan Smith, she had a bunch of men sending her money. They said she was still doing her manipulation tactics from behind bars with men. But for the most part, can you believe that we live in a world where a man doesn't even have two nickels to rub together, doesn't have an address, is in jail on all kinds of foolishness and still has somebody who is dying to throw him some putty cat and money? Is that not crazy how thirsty some people are? That this guy could have no money, no nothing, no resources, no nothing for the future at this moment. His future is tied up with the justice system. And he's got someone on the phone waiting for phone calls from him and dying to give him some putty. Is that not crazy?
What's going on?
What's going on?
I mean, do you understand what's going on?
Oh, hi, yes, sir.
Don't. This ain't no time for that. This is no time.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
ain't no time for that right there. Because I'm so fucked up right now. I don't think you understand.
I do. I was listening to it. I do.
Yeah. I don't really. I'm gonna call my last resource today, and this nigga say no, I ain't doing it. I'm done because I have to pay him to get another attorney to help him because he can't do it by himself. He showed me that. He can't. Not going to.
You can't do it.
No, he can't. He cannot do it by himself. That just was for the bird.
But they had two ADAs on there, so I'm trying to figure out why they have two of them in there. Speaking on your case.
Because one is he don't.
Oh, one is taking over for the other cases.
Yes.
But you weren't
yes.
even. Yeah, but you weren't even out for bond for that. That's the thing.
Well, she has an interest in the turnout. Like, first of all, Miss, I've been in legal for 35 years. The ADAs have an interest in Nesto's outcomes. So even though one might be sex crimes or special victims unit and the other one might be financial crimes, at the end of the day, you need to know what's going on with the other cases. So how are you going to tell the DA's office how to function? Their boss may have said, if you have a defendant and they have multiple cases, make sure you guys are talking to each other. Okay? Clearly, the different departments working together is how his ass is still where it's at 3+ years in. So at the end of the day, clearly they're talking to each other. So they'd be having a good laugh if the departments were not talking to each other and aware of that's what happens when somebody gets out unexpectedly, because one area could drop a charge and they may have bond on something else, and next thing you know, they're on the streets and in the wind. Okay. So clearly this is a department. It may not be perfect, but this is a DA's office that works together. That's what that means. That's what that says to me. You weren't being called for that case. And so what? We've seen many times where Wooten and Miss Ernell Winfrey are on the same call, not even called about the same cases. Will Wooten had nothing to do with that divorce other than being a spectator when he decided to show up. Okay. Hoover showed up. People show up when they have an interest in the case because they need to know the outcomes, because it may have an effect. It could have an effect. That's it. That's all.
So why was she in there? That had nothing to do with that.
That's the one that handles that type of thing, the case. He don't handle it. He was just speaking up.
Yeah, she's stupid. She has no critical thinking.
That type of cases. Apparently, she's not that fucking good either, because she's coaching on everything.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So
hey, Mocha. Hey, boo.
What'd you say?
That's that too.
Yeah. So boy.
Right.
Said, I got to get somebody else. Well, he told me that last month, and I had you to look it up. Remember? Yeah, so now I got to get somebody else with him, or I'm fucked on my last opportunity here. Okay.
How is it that you overpay someone, they've done almost nothing, and it's a retainer, that they can't allocate from that retainer to have him pay out of the retainer bucket for another attorney, but you're going to ask for more money? That doesn't make any sense. And he think, I guess he thought he was going to try to juice Shirley, but that was over. That was getting ready to, she was getting ready to put him on ignore.
I got past the big part. The big part is at 800,000. To me, that's a big part. Okay, ain't nobody can help me on that. I know that. So I already did it myself. So I did that. So now I gotta work to the day for the folks to come up here. Now I gotta call Dara.
And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think because Nesto has nothing better to do, he's trying to strategize. Okay, let's just say, and I don't have the exact number at this moment, but let's just say this is what it is. I've got 5 bonds. If I can pay this, I can pay this, I can pay this. I think he's just trying to see his way through, trying to clear out bonds and to try to get out the door, which is we've talked about that for the past couple years now. But it's obvious, like you have an $800,000 roadblock. Why are you bothering people? Like at the end of the day, if you have no chance of getting $800,000, you're not getting out. So why are you calling people for $5,000? Why are you calling people and asking them to pay a bond for you when it doesn't? Because he's gonna run, yeah, or he's gonna do something. He might not show up because that's why they always remind the judges he's got FTAs and he's got probation violations. Okay. FTAs are failure to appears, and probation violations are just that. He was out and there were things he wasn't supposed to do, but he did them anyway. Okay. Yes, the ultimatum to Daryl. Like, what hath he to do with this? Wife, I know he is pissed to even be tied up in this. Well, that's what happens when you have a suspect list of friends. So Daryl can't be mad. I'm sure Daryl probably is like, oh my God, I regret this friendship. So it's called Mom Told Me Not to Get Caught Up with People Like This. Okay. You know, when your mom told you not to do something, but you did it anyway, and you've been paying for it ever since. Okay. Like everybody running back Candy's videos when Mama Joyce, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something Candy has to reconcile whether she should have married Todd or not, because she's got two beautiful children and they had 10 years and whatever the case might be. But baby is nonstop on those Mama Joyce videos. Okay. So that's just something that she has to reconcile whether it was worth it or not. But this is just one of those things. If Daryl ever had a thought in his mind that Nesto was not someone that he needed to be friends with, it damn in his 60s now he has to be talked about on the internet randomly because of an association that he's got with this particular person. Okay.
On Trigo with you, because he up early, military dude, and I must
Mm-hmm.
see the same thing.
I don't know what's going on with this. Hold on a second. Let me just refresh the page because it's acting.
Nobody can help me on that. I know that. So I already
Mm-hmm.
did it myself. So I did that. So now I gotta work to the day for the folks to come up here. Now I gotta call Dara on Trigo with you because he up early, military dude, and I must
Mm-hmm.
send the same thing that what's going on. I'm gonna send him to him, let him see I ain't bullshit because he came up here. He's nosy like that. He's nosy like that, and he's like a beef Shuckman syndrome. He don't like nobody outdo him. So my other buddy that you sent to yesterday, those two like got beef. One on them been behind, been over here where I'm at, and the other had. So the other had think he good two shoes.
So Daryl is Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Daryl thinks he's too good for certain things and he's Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Is that what he's saying? He's got two buddies that have beef. And he's got short man syndrome. And him and the other person have beef. They're being men and alphas or whatever. Maybe they're fighting over who gets to be Nesto's best friend. Who knows? And Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Okay.
But the other one,
Mm-hmm.
two shoe, want the prostitute, the one who have been on his side, ranked. Can I understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He wants the what? I don't even want to run this back because I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So when you hear me talking about certain things, you're gonna figure it out. So I can put you up on right now because you're helping me, but you can't help.
Right. Nesto lies so much. Number one, Nesto lies. Nesto, we've heard him tell Dre something and he just told Sonya something else. And Dre has been the only person next to Sonya the only time that Sonya ever called Nesto out was when Nesto was talking to Dion behind Sonya's back. She heard it and her feelings were hurt. But Dre has been the main one to call out Nesto, like, sir, I heard you say it. That was you. Don't even play with me. Well, if I did say that, I'm sorry. Nesto has been called out. Nesto gets on one call and says one thing, and then he gets on another call and tells people how something occurred, and it's nothing like that, and we done heard the whole thing. And it's like, Nesto, you didn't say it like that. You just sitting up here lying. You just lying. But the only person who will listen to him at this moment right now is Sonya, and this guy don't have a pot to piss in. So now all of a sudden, Daryl owes you $5,000, or Daryl should give you $5,000. Meanwhile, why didn't you ask Daryl for the $5,000 when he asked you if you needed some help when he came there and saw you 2 times? You told him you were good and he pieced out. To me, he did better than anybody else, because even though Dre is your friend, we have never seen Dre sit his behind down in any of those chairs over there. Pick up a phone and have a visit. And Dre's supposed to be your ace in the hole. Daryl told you straight up and down he didn't want to be. Is it Daryl? Isn't Daryl the one who said he didn't want to be in the wedding because he didn't want to be in the pictures? Because he knows Nesto. He said, I don't want to be in your wedding because I don't want to be in your pictures. Hello? Hello? Because he knew he's marrying Shirley Strawberry. He probably knew he was with the shits. And he said, y'all not going to be looking me up. Y'all not going to be looking me up. I'm not going to be in the felony bridal party. Okay? I'll just come have some cake. At the wedding, I'll come have some lobster macaroni and cheese. I don't know what was on their menu, but I know it was on mine. Lobster macaroni and cheese, salmon. The cake got torn up. They ate my whole damn cake. Okay. He'll come and be a guest, but he said, sir, I am not going to be in your pictures. I can't do that because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good on that. Okay. But now all of a sudden he owes you money. Okay. Come on. Let's be for real.
Me with the real shit to get my ass closer out there where you at. That's reality. That set in yesterday to me, for real. So I have to accept that. Now you say you put 8 on Dion's phone.
$8 whole dollars.
What do you want to talk about? He want to listen to what I had to say yesterday.
Listen, chicks, I just put money on his phone if you have to talk to him.
Huh?
I put some money on his account. I put some money on his account in case he wanted to talk to you.
$8.
She was trying to remember when he had the "you can't afford me" situation, and she said, and I put $10 on Dion's account, and you can just anything you need to call them because I can't help you anymore. Meanwhile, you think you're like an OG, you're doing like a gangster move by putting $10 on his account so he should call you
On his phone, just in case you have to talk to him.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to call him if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, this is what I'm on. Every day my shit get amped up. So
Girl, they ate my whole damn cake. That cake was so delicious. I don't think I've ever had a cake more delicious than that cake.
Yeah, 4 hours just to close my eyes when I lay on the fucking bunk now. Because in my
And your mind is racing.
Yeah, because my mind don't face a life sentence. That man said that man is he's
So now on June 29th, 2023, he articulates and understands that he could be facing a life sentence for what he's been charged with, whether he agrees to it or not. He seems to have some cognitive awareness that that's what he could be facing. And then in the future, it's like, that don't make no sense. I don't understand that. Like when he got that RICO, he's like, that don't make no sense. But when you heard here, this is 2-3 days after the hearing. He knows that he could be facing a life sentence. But when he got the RICO charges, that don't make no sense. I don't understand where this is coming from.
Recidivist. Seriously, that's 20 years.
Oh, recidivist. Now you know what recidivist is. Ask him in 2024. They gave you receipt. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. And he's gonna say, and then they got me for a bank robbery. Well, they said you robbed a bank. That don't make no sense.
To the door. You see? And
He said, what?
recidivist. You go back, he said he's a recidivist.
Oh, Miss 35 years of law says recidivist. Recidivist.
Recidivist is a repeated offender.
Sonia worked over at the personal injury firm, and shouts out to all the PI personal injury lawyers because they make a nice bag and coin. But I think Sonia was over there in the crash and bang law firm where they help you settle your insurance claims and take somebody to court for banging into you, rear-ending you, hitting you with a vehicle, personal injury. Okay, that's where she was working. Okay, she doesn't know anything. She's filing papers. Yeah, you're filing lawsuits probably, and you're filing insurance claims. That's, you know what I'm saying, at the crash and bang attorney's office.
Oh,
They can hit you at the offer with that. If you don't take that, take
Girl.
try, you get that to the door. They hit me with that 30 years ago. With armed robbery. They charged me 3 fucking times when I was young. I didn't know no better.
They charged you 3 times. So you've got 3 armed robberies, or they charged you 3 times. You were young, you copped to it. Okay, well, it sucks to be you, because plenty of us, there's 355 right now. I would almost venture to guess that almost everybody other than a felon in the bushes might have had some sort of situation in a situation. Most of us have not. Most people are never going to have these type of problems. Most people. And I'm talking 99.9%. It's a very small fraction of people that have these type of issues, especially somebody sitting and having a conversation with them about being a recidivist. That is not everybody. Okay. That means you didn't get into trouble once. You got into trouble multiple times. Okay.
With that first offer, 20 years. Second offer, 10. I took the 10. But when I took the 10, I didn't know they changed the law right before I took the plea.
They changed it up. Right. Before I was
had me
there.
do 102 months. That's 8.5 years. So I ain't getting tricked like that no more. I'm not trying to get myself into that. And if there's no shit that
102 months.
I'll never be convicted of nothing like that. But they can hit you with this.
oh, I know.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
new law they came out with, they can hit your ass with. You've been locked up more than five times. You've been convicted more than 5 times. So they put you in the recidivist thing. That's called a blind.
Category.
Yeah, that's called a blind plea. That means the DA and the lawyer can agree to some shit, but they can turn around and say once the lawyer hit it, the judge hit it, the judge said, no, I'm going to agree. I don't want to do that. I'm going to give you 5 more years. See,
Well, I mean, that's not a blind, that's a negotiated plea, but the judge doesn't have to follow the recommendation, which is exactly what happened with Erica Kang. Erica Kang had a very sweet deal. And once Judge Dunaway heard it, Judge Dunaway was like, that's a little too sweet for what we're dealing with right now. And they had to go back to the table and sharpen their pencils more according to Judge Dunaway's liking, because at the end of the day, his name was going to be on those papers. And if Erica Kang had decided to go and run amok around Atlanta just for the another one time or for the two time, he didn't probably want to have his name on that foolishness. So she is going to have some probation. She is going to have some different time. And you need to adjust this deal before I'm going to sign off on it. And she had what is called, that's not a blind plea, that's a negotiated. And they had to go back and renegotiate. Okay. That's standard. And when the judge is taking the plea, they'll tell you straight up and down, are you aware that I don't have to accept this? Okay. And are you pleading guilty to this? Blah, blah, blah. I'd have to go back to when Erica pled, but it's quite possible she pled guilty before. Well, they already had the deal ironed out, but they did kind of have to go. They went back and forth on that day before before everything was said and done. So they'll tell you straight up, I don't have to accept this negotiated plea.
I don't want to put myself.
And I feel like
yeah.
even with YSL, we saw Judge Page have a couple of recommendations, and she went over and above. Some of them she went less. So no. Most of the time you'll see the judges take what's on the paper, but sometimes they use their own discretion.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really been talking about it. I got to talk now. The best I can. I don't feel like arguing with nobody because most people be trying to figure shit out. Don't even know what the fuck going on.
You can talk about anything but your defense. That's all.
Oh my God, Debbie, it's awful.
You know, anything against you or used against you.
Yeah.
As long as you don't talk about your defense. Whatever your defense strategy is, you don't talk about it.
Yeah. So right now, I gotta face that. Starting 13. That means he put the bond motion in. He said he got to put some other motions in. He gonna be doing that. I don't know what that shit gonna be. So he can hear it on that day. But he's saying that he's trying to get them folks to let me get on since I got a bond, whatever. However, he got to go strong right now, and he got a woman. If he got a woman on can talk for him, it might work better. Talk better. Cause right now I'm losing. And if she see that video today, his assistant, she need to know. If she get that shit today, how is he gonna attack on that and let her know that ain't nobody willing to deal with me right now no more. After that, because it's like, it's like my choices are poor now. I'm making poor choices. Like even I picked him. It's like I made a poor choice of picking him. That's the way it looks.
Well, okay.
Going by what you're saying and what I heard.
And what I'm saying, what I read. Yeah, because people
like
talking about the lawyer.
Yeah, like I made a bad fucking decision. Like then they made that joke, oh, so they won't get a divorce. That's cap. I got all of that. Okay, that's the political game. I got all that. But what happened was that when they throw her name all out there like that made it even dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they said strawberry flat out.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it was leaked on purpose. I'm thinking the prosecutor or somebody had somebody do that on purpose because they wanted the story to get back out there so they can have somebody to come up and say something. I think that was the purpose of that whole situation.
Girl, do you know during the pandemic how many people were sitting at home watching Judge Manning for a key? Did you not know how many channels who just run hearings, bond hearings? The lady over there in San Antonio, Judge Manning, Judge Simpson up there in Detroit. Like there's a bunch of judges who are on Zoom every day. And baby, they run those and people watch that for entertainment. I don't know. Can't say anybody leaked that. Nobody knew what Nesto had going on. Okay. Somebody was probably sitting there having a kiki and watching and was like, oh shit, did they just say Shirley Strawberry? And then they went to Fulton County and looked it up and was like, well, hot damn.
situation.
Yeah, yeah, it was. So however it happened, that shit was leaked out, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go. So
Well, a blind. So, but you remember we saw all of Nesto's pleas when Will Wooten filed the recidivist notice on Nesto, and he put out that whole large document about Nesto's criminal history. We saw all of his plea deals, and he did not have non-negotiated deals. He had deals that were where he did not plead no contest. So yeah, he pleads guilty without a formal plea agreement. I don't know. Um I don't Nesto to me is not a reliable source on like historical data. I think he manipulates the truth. I don't think Nesto is any like the fact. Okay, blind plea. We know what a blind plea is now. At the end of the day, Nesto and his recollection of what is and what was is just, it's not even worth trying to me to try to qualify, because he's just not a reliable source. He remembers the facts that mean something to him. Like, for instance, when he thought that the judge was going to let him out, the judge took her sweet time about denying his bond. He just knew he was getting a bond. He said she said it. And maybe she did in his mind. But in actuality, it was denied. You know what I'm saying? And if you look through the recidivist notice that Wooten filed, they said negotiated pleas. I remember that it was negotiated pleas. I don't remember how many non-negotiated he had, but it's in that document, that Will Wooten, all of his pleas. That's how we learned that Nesto, almost every single time Nesto went to jail, he took a plea deal. So for him to take something that's not negotiated, that's on him. But I feel like most of them were negotiated deals, but maybe he did have some that were not. Okay, he applied it to himself. Well, and on top of everything, he put himself in that position. On top of everything, Nesto lacks comprehension, reading, listening, yeah, and also just his his historical data is always skewed around somebody fucking him over. Hello?
I can't worry about what nobody talking about, what they're saying. I can't worry about none of that
Portia's over here trying to
right
put her
now.
2 cents
I gotta stay
in.
focused on me getting out here, and I can deal with this shit when I get out. That's the most powerful thing my brother ever said since I've been in here. You got to stay focused. You can fix that shit. He's right. This ain't my
Oh, there's no responsible for me.
this ain't my first rodeo. Motherfucker hated on me, so I gotta stay focused. I gotta stay focused with
He said motherfuckers are hating on him? Really? Okay.
you, cause your ass is out there now. You're out there now. Everyone
Okay,
knows
Portia
your
said
family
hi.
and whoever you done told, so
Hey,
they're out
boo.
there too.
Portia
So
said
really, I
hi.
don't really give a fuck for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's too late for all that. It's too late for that. I gotta go. I asked you. I said, man, you sure you ready for this type of shit going on? Yeah, whatever. Okay, all right.
Fine.
But I don't want to hear that baby talking shit this morning. I don't need to hear that voice. I need to hear that.
He told her that Krail talking that stuff about the divorce and this and that was all cap.
That business voice. I don't need to hear. On this, I don't need to hear all that. I need to hear you straight. You got your ass sitting up in that bed. You listen to what I'm saying. Okay, because it's gonna take money.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take money, and I got to figure out what the fuck I got to do. So right now, I have to get this man some help so I can be let free here. Hopefully, they don't come up with no bullshit at the last day of me getting ready to go. So I know that they do.
How are you getting ready to go on $800,000? Like, at this point, he had a significant bond. It was almost like $1 million, but eventually it went to 2 million.
But do a week before I go to let it set in. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what my wise word right now. So I'm gonna call him and ask him if he give me 5, which I know he got it. If he can't, I know he got resources. So if he say no, but I'm gonna send him before I tell him. I'm gonna send him, get him an ultimatum. I'm gonna send him that
Ultimatum.
article, and I'm gonna call him back later. And if he pick the phone up, good. But he can't say I ain't told her. That means that when I get out, nigga, and I get all the way up again, don't come in my face.
Mm-hmm.
My face.
Okay, so I love how he's tough talking about Daryl. He said, when I get back up, don't be in my face.
If he say no, but I'm gonna send him before I tell him. I'm gonna send him, get him an ultimatum.
He's going to send him and give him an ultimatum. To me, when he's saying this, it's almost like we'll just let this continue to play out. But at the end of the day, it's giving like, Nesto, I hope you didn't just get caught on these phones trying to extort somebody. Okay. Are you trying to extort someone? Because we don't know if Will Wooten's listening this weekend, but baby, are you on these phones trying to extort people? Because you're saying it's an ultimatum, but is it actually extortion? Because if you're engaging in some quid pro quo, that might be a problem, and we don't know because Will Wooten, he stays in the bushes. He might be listening. It might be another charge. Why are you trying to tell people that they need to do something for you, or else you're going to do something to try to harass or embarrass them? That's not cool. I know you're not trying to extort somebody.
I'll send him that article, and I'm gonna call him back later. And if he pick the phone up, good. But he can't say I ain't told her.
He said he was going to send him an article. I wonder what the ultimate. Okay, let's hold on. Okay.
Him that article.
Send him that article.
Call him back later. And if he pick the phone up, good. But he can't say I ain't told her. That means that when I get out, nigga, and I get all the way up again, don't come in my face. My face. Because because this ain't the first time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now it could be. What article? Send him an article. Is it an art? What's the article? That's what I would like to know. But okay.
Yeah, this ain't the first time. He was in the courtroom with me in the federal when I got that federal time. I ain't told nobody, I ain't snitched nobody. I turned myself in like a champ, all that. Bomb myself out, all that.
What, when you were outside robbing banks? So he said he was in the court with him when he got his federal time. So he was there supporting you as a friend. And what's that got to do with anything? You said you didn't snitch on anybody. You didn't tell on anybody. That doesn't mean that Daryl had anything to do with it.
And I opened up 3 businesses before I got down went in. So I really don't want to hear no bullshit.
What does your accomplishments have to do with Daryl? It's like you sound like the one that who has short man syndrome and something to prove. You're saying Daryl has something to prove, but Daryl's got a clean record and has $5,000 that you think he can loan you. So what are you talking about, sir?
So it is what it is. Don't get caught up in that he say, she say, whatever. The man said this. No, straight up. The man said this.
No. That's what I was wondering up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, all right,
I'm not going to stress you.
Yeah, because it is stress because you got.
I mean, I don't know. To me, Nesto is not saying that. I don't even know that he is inferring that. He's just saying he was there. I mean, Daryl came to visit him in at Cobb County. That doesn't, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that he had anything to do with what Nesto's got going on in Cobb County. If he's been friends with him for a long time and he came to support him at court like friends do, I think if someone is guilty, are you going to go to the court when your friend is in court? And you know that you have something to do with it, you're going to be sitting in the courtroom waiting for someone to call you out and they arrest you in the back of the courthouse? Because that does happen now. Some people are stupid like that. They will go to court and go try and watch the proceedings, and they got something going on and get arrested right in the courthouse. Hello? Knowing good and well they don't need to be there. Okay? So is he I don't know if he's trying to infer that, and I'm certainly not, because at the end of the day, we don't know Daryl, and Daryl's not, Daryl's free. Absolutely. Yes, Daryl is free. And Nesto could be lying because he loves to flip the script on Sonya. Sonya's mad about Shirley right now. Guess what he's doing? He's making Daryl into a victim. He's using Daryl as a topic, and he's getting Sonya's mind off the fact that Craig Lewis was pleading to the judge to let Nesto go home to Shirley, and he's on some sort of Daryl story time. That's why I really don't believe any of this. But we'll just let him keep talking, right?
Look at you're smart, but you can't let the other shit get in the way. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm dead serious. That's why I said I can't.
No, I really.
I can't talk to you. Yeah, I can't do none of that. I can't do.
Yeah, Daryl showed up in a military uniform. Whatever reason he was there, to be a support, or you know what I mean? Because people do look and see who's there for, just like there's people there for the victim, there's people there for the for the defendant, and there's people there for the victims and all of the things. And I don't know. I don't believe Nesto. Nesto, it's going to have to add up with some receipts for me.
Because they can't, ain't nobody can help me right now but myself to put shit.
Right. Yeah. Maybe it was that, have someone like, have someone there positive.
Perspective, right. So here's the thing. I got a two-way split. If the man say no, he not gonna give
Girl,
me the money.
remember when Krishan got arrested at court?
Like,
baby, that was so
I
funny.
got a pounce on goddamn the lawyer.
And others.
Let him know, listen, man, I done paid you. You got all that money. You got this up to you to give.
I don't know,
people.
hon.
I can't do nothing else. The lady done told you, ain't no more money. Ain't nobody got stress. They ain't doing that. Them folks get fired. Guess what? They ain't gonna have shit. Ain't nobody.
I think his last incarceration, if you look on Georgia Department of Corrections, I have a short about it, but I don't remember. I deal with too many cases, too many people with too many records. But if you look on Georgia Department of Corrections, I think it's on there.
Pick their ass up. No, nothing. You understand where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
General says she done gave me a letter, brought a letter up here and told me, listen, man, them folks said that they ain't got no more money, they ain't spending no more money, they ain't doing nothing else for you. I already done sit here and told him that. So,
right.
So I don't have to lie to nobody. Just got to listen what the fuck I'm saying. If it sounds real or it don't sound real, it ain't my fault. I'm telling you the truth. Now, when the truth come out, you still don't want to hear it, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Too fucking late. So I done told him all that. The affidavit, what you're saying, that's the affidavit that they did. He already put that shit in. He said, do you want us to put it in? He already done put that shit in. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I'm saying to you is that it is what it is. What work and what won't, I can't worry about that. But what didn't work for me, if they done put the shit out there on my ass, so guess what? They get two things. I got to act like T.I. and Tiny. I got to do what the fuck I got to do.
When he said I'm going to act like T.I. and Tiny, I died. That was funny.
Until the shit blows the fuck all the way off and get on something else. And he went through the same thing. They went through the same thing. Do you remember that, right?
I'm trying to figure out who, when he did it, the affidavit, that could have did it too. That could have did it because somebody could have read that in the courthouse and put it out there too. But he didn't have to title it that. He could have.
Shirley is not the only celebrity in town. They got other stuff going on. First of all, no one's going to risk their job for Shirley Strawberry. Shirley's got stuff going on, but it's not like when Reese was over there in his divorce situation, or Tiana Taylor. Do you know how many divorces and celebrities stay having something going on over there at that damn Fulton County courthouse? How many evictions, how many bankruptcies, lawsuits? I mean, in 2023, I'm sure there were things going on. Do you think the clerk was like, oh, Shirley Strawberry and her husband bonding out? Not to mention, you can file direct up to the docket. These attorneys are not running downtown. When Sonia's all like, oh, I got to go run downtown and file something, everything is e-file. I don't know why she would say she's running downtown to file something when most of these attorneys are scanning the documents and uploading them into the e-file system and sending it right to the clerk's automated queue. And then when they accept it, it's stamped onto the docket. So who would have seen that? You think the hundreds and thousands of documents that are filed every day at one of the busiest courthouses, that there is one or two people actually standing there and reading what is not their job? Their job is not to read any of that stuff. Their job is to accept the document, put it on the docket, and keep it pushing. They don't even do that.
Just title it affidavit in support.
Right.
You know, he didn't have to put a name on the affidavit, and she would have just signed it. He could have just had it if the case was that and the other, and then it could have just been affidavit in support of bond, and that would have been that. And then she would have signed it, but it wouldn't have stood out like you putting it as affidavit of her name.
Right. Well,
Because that's what the thing says. I remember I told you I saw it saying affidavit. Yes.
So I gotta wait.
There's a way to keep things, kind of private when you're filing, and he didn't have to, like I said, label it as such. And I think because, so sometimes.
Well, even like when he did to Dre. He said Dre was back there in the bushes and the trees, and like basically like almost like he hid a gun for Dre. I mean Dre. My bad, Dre. He made it sound like there was something that happened back in the woods when he had the situation with the wife, and all that foolishness. And Dre is a felon, and he probably still is not able to hold a gun. And if he does not have his rights reestablished, then that could be a problem. So Nesto does drag down a lot of people. Nesto runs his mouth. He talks about a lot of people he shouldn't talk about, specifically his friends. And I'm sure he has pissed a lot of people off with some of these conversations. I was even listening to, I feel like it was call number 7 when Phone Calls from Prison first started putting everything out. Go back and listen to that, guys. We might do that tomorrow as a throwback or something. I don't know. Let me be quiet. Okay. Yes. Call number 7. Get into it. If you watch call number 7, come comment down below and let me know what you think. But girl, he was running his mouth that I'm sure in that conversation, I was thinking, I was like, my God, the things, it was Shirley who was talking. But some of the things that Shirley was saying, fast forward, like, I'm sure they're problematic. People run their mouths. I mean, Shirley had a whole drama talking about Steve at his house. When you talk about people in casual conversation, no, you don't expect it to be broadcasted to the world. But if you're in jail, you might want to assume that something could get out. And he has talked about a lot of people. He's talked about a lot of people.
Too, because of the type of person he is. when we first spoke.
Tanya, excuse me. Let's not forget his side chick girlfriend. She's talked about a lot of people too. And we know it's gotten her in trouble. Her daughter was pissed at her for a period of time. Her sisters were more pissed at her. The array of men's names that she would mention, Akinelli and this one and that one and Boo Boo and Bebe. You know what I'm saying? These people run their fucking mouths. And to not know that people are listening. Kuga, she didn't care about Kuga though. Well, I don't think she cared per se. She may have cared a little bit. But the friendship was already over. But yeah, she's talked about a lot of people.
Spoke to him, and he was just so all about himself. Sometimes publicity make a person do a lot better than what they were doing too. Because now his face is out there. So he might,
Hey, Brother Brown.
you know what I'm saying, run with that and perform a lot better than what he's been doing. Just on the strength of now you out there. You get me? Because now there's a lot more focus on the case since it kind of went viral yesterday.
Thank you, Brother Brown.
So good.
Okay, coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't try to call them after 5 like that. That was 7, 8 o'clock. Now I will send her an email today and kind of speak on it a little bit more for you. But, you know, that's fine.
I mean, I'm not even going to get into it, but we know he talked about his son, and his son was pissed. And instead of being mad at his dad, he's mad at bloggers. Like, for what? But at the end of the day, Nesto is expressing himself to his side chick regarding family business. To me, a parent talking bad behind, Shirley's not innocent here either. Shirley ran her mouth about Sheridan, and that's it, that's all, right? Nesto sitting up here running his mouth about Neon. Sonia has ran her mouth about Sydney. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a mess. Okay.
But no, I didn't say that. But I'm just saying how he was when you first met him.
I got you.
I don't think Dre forgave him. That's just my opinion. Dre doesn't call him. Him and Nesto don't speak. I think that he probably sees Nesto in a different way right now. Nesto lies, and Dre caught him in a couple of lies. How about when you find out, any of you guys who've had an experience of finding out that your friend is a liar, that makes you see some things in a different way. And when you lose respect for somebody, that's kind of it, right? So I don't know that Dre has totally cut him off, but I think Dre has put him into perspective. Especially Dre seems to be like in his feelings. I don't know if Dre's a Virgo, because male Virgos are very emotional and sensitive. Dre seems to be very in touch with his sensitive side, and he seemed to be very pissed that Nesto was making people think that he's not there for him and does not help him, to the point where he said, if you need something, then you need to ask me for it. I'm not just going to like, oh, my boy needs some magazines, or my boy may need some canteen. Let me drop him a 50, or let me put something on his books. No, it's because no one does anything for you. Oh, okay. You can just call me, because since you seem to forget that I hadn't forgotten about you, let me let you really remember, because now you got to call me and ask me. We were on the level where I knew you needed, because I know you're fucking incarcerated. So let me handle that business. But now, since you don't seem to remember, you'll remember, because now you got to ask me. And it doesn't, I just think if phone calls from prison had some recent calls from Dre, we would know about it. So, we haven't heard any. I don't think there are any, just to be honest.
Some of that, just then other, okay, so now this shit is out there. So you gonna make yourself. They are raising comments about the lawyer. You
She
know
already.
how it looks like,
Well, they seem to think that putting you down makes them look better, and let them. Then just, you know what I'm saying? That's not your close friend. You know, you might have thought they were your close friend, but they're not your friend at all. They're really just a hater. So best thing to do is just be an ex-friend, you know. That's it, that's all. He was tried to call Dre, but Dre is not answering. Dre doesn't want to be on these blogs. Dre doesn't want to be on these blogs. It would be interesting to know if he's getting commissary, you know, if he's sending him commissary money to hold him down, but I mean, I would almost think that Nesto would have to reach him because he basically said, I mean, when Nesto got caught in a couple of lies with Dre. He got caught running Dre's business. He got caught lying about the situation, and he got caught lying about helping. He got caught lying about not talking Dre's business when Dre called him out and he said, "No, I didn't." And Dre was like, "Yes, you did. I heard you." And also just, you know, I think Dre being an active dater, you know, he's out here on the dating scene, and Nesto wanting to speak about his business, but not speak about his own. Dre don't need everybody knowing if he's messing with this one, that one, and boob and you know, and that one, and you know, he got one in Jacksonville, one in Chicago, one in DC, and one over in Kansas City. He doesn't want everybody knowing that, you know?
because you got egg in your face on this one, and people won't use you because they'll look at you on how you act on this one. Because now the case is out there, you don't look at your performance, and that's why a lot of people take, a lot of lawyers take it like you're doing. What's the black dude name? Ben Crump. He said this is just put his face out there.
I'm going to be honest with you. Dre had plenty of time to talk to Nesto plenty of times. I think making, you know what I mean? A business to run. He's got grown kids, one of which who he says doesn't deal with them over there at his mama's house, right? At the end of the day, you make time for what's important, and he has a lot of time in that car, and he has in that truck, and he has plenty of time to listen to Real Talk Bougie. Okay, so if he has time to listen to Real Talk Bougie and keep up with his friend, he got 20 minutes for a phone call. I feel that's very sweet, Vicky, but Dre may have just made a adult male decision and said, you know, maybe when he gets out, I'll deal with him. We'll get together when he gets out, but until he gets up off these phone calls and my voice keeps showing up on the blogs, I'm not going to make any calls. You know, I don't think it's kids. He's got grown ass kids, you know what I'm saying? And he's a truck driver. He got nothing but time on that road.
In one case, gave him
He's just
another
not dealing
case
with
because
Nesto
of
'cause
how
he
he
doesn't want
acted in
to.
one case. Other people always say that nigga don't know how to talk because he don't.
I'm just saying.
He sounds less than smart when he be talking. I be sitting there like, oh, he sound like he's stupid, but he do what he do. He get results. So the next person use him because those families don't have to take him when he be popping
Sonia over there talking about somebody's less than smart. The nerve, okay? The nerve.
up with the next family. They can be like, get out my face. You know my attorney.
Right. That's right. That's true. That's true.
You know? Yeah. So
That's true. That's true. So there we go. That's what's going on right now. I'm gonna have to call you back after a while. And I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna tell him what I got to tell him and see what he say. And cause this to me, this is facing license and my lawsuit to be thrown out the door if I lose.
I think she did. She said something about Ben Crump, but let me tell you, Ben Crump, you know, she's one of these people who judges people based on whatever kind of voice affect or look, let me tell you something. I was going to run it back, but it's not even worth it because at the end of the day, if she's going to sit up there and call a actual attorney who wins cases, who is at the top of his career and very well respected, he's the go-to for specific, you know, if something happens in the United States of America and people want a particular type attorney, Ben Crump is on the top of that list. The fact that this idiot, big dummy with talon nails is going to sit here and talk about somebody who is well into their career, very well respected, and produces results for people that need them when they call on him, and she's talking to Nesto, baby, I don't even have a remark for that. Like, does that even sound like it makes sense? If you hadn't had confirmation that this big head, no eyebrow, no edges, 79-pounder, sorry excuse for a woman was a hater, baby, why talk about Ben Crump? Ben Crump hadn't bothered anybody. Ben Crump actually is out here helping people from left to right and running a very successful practice. But she's sitting on the phone talking to somebody who's had recidivist notices filed on them and sitting there with a hellified bond at this moment. And that's not even just the end of it. Girl, Sonya is the size of 4 turkeys, okay? I'm talking about 20 pounders. I made 2 turkeys over Thanksgiving. Sonya is the equivalent of damn 4 turkeys, okay? And a turkey breast, okay? Girl.
Both ways.
Girl, Sonya is 3 30-pound turkey. Did you ever see the big 30-pound butterballs? Girl, she is 3 butterball turkeys, okay? Baby.
And I can't handle it. I ain't going to prove something I ain't do. And that's the thing I got to explain to him. I go if I did something.
Let me get some turkeys in the chat.
I'm not even trying to hear that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and you know my character. You know my character. So, I'm a picture past everybody on this. Some people still stay.
Ben Crump is probably drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already know he's successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know. Like, come on. And she says he sounds less than smart. But you know what? Everybody has their presentation. But let me tell you something. Anybody who underestimates Ben Crump or any attorney who has a track record that doesn't just usher people to LWAP, okay, who runs successful businesses. And what I mean by business is a successful legal practice that doesn't get run into the ground by the state. People that don't have notices filed against them by the bar association, people who actively get to keep their license, people who are recognized by their community and others, people who go to press conferences and call their lawyer out for the wonderful jobs that they have done. Baby, you couldn't hold a candle. You couldn't get a job parking cars at his office building, okay?
They still sit, they still at that same spot, however they do, consistent at that. But that wasn't me. I was consistent on moving forward.
Remember, she said she wanted to reach out to Ben Crump for Nesto, but she doesn't realize what type of law that man practices. That's how dumb she is. She said she wanted to call damn, what was it that she wanted to get in contact with? Which Nesto's not even convicted. She wanted to, the Innocence Project. She wanted to call the Innocence Project on a man who hasn't even been convicted. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you. What up, though? Thank you, boo-boo. She wanted to reach out to the Innocence Project, and she swore, let me tell you a lie Sonia's told. Can we talk about that for just a minute? Sonia said that she volunteered or she worked at the Innocence Project, which is a lie. I fact checked the Innocence Project, and most of the times it is on campus. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be on a campus where there is a law school, and it's staffed primarily by law students who work for free. Most of the people who work there are working for free, including the lawyers donating their time. And also the people who run the program are millionaire attorneys who started this foundation to help people. Okay. Number one, if you remember Barry Scheck from the O.J. Simpson trial, that's number one. But number two, had she worked for the Innocence Project, she would know that it is for people who have been convicted and that they are working to try to flush out evidence to prove them innocent, like Barry Scheck, who was a leader in litigating DNA. Okay. Okay. Sonia, stop. You and Nesto really sit on that phone and fucking lie to each other all day and all night. It's just the lies for me between these two of them. Just they talk like they know what they're talking about, but when you get down to it, it's like a bunch of damn lies.
So, and that makes a lot of that's money stuff. I got that part. I got that. Oh, now you need me now. I got all that. But I ain't let my pride get in the way. Because I let my pride get in the way. Yeah, I can't. Can't. So if I, like I said, have my phone, man, I've been out of dealing with this shit. Been done with it. Yeah.
No, that's part of the thing too. Why he keeps making me want to stay there, so because it's a handicap to be in jail.
Yeah.
You know, if he was out, even if he was out or home arrest, you still would.
It's like you can't even understand a damn word she's saying.
Have the ability to do what you need to do a lot better. You know, being gagged because you can't really talk like you want to talk.
Yeah.
And
this is true.
You can't move like you want to move. You know, it makes you very dependent.
So today is Thursday, so we're gonna see what they're gonna show us today and tomorrow, and then I got to next week, all next week, and then we'll see. We're just gonna see. So, but I got it right now. I got to concentrate on this money to get what I got to get to deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I can't stop on that. Yeah. So I don't want to be wasting your time and your money on this phone on some bullshit. That ain't gonna help the process. I don't want to do that at all. So that's it. So I'm hoping that this put a fire up under him because he's out there as well as I'm out there. I mean, his career is on the line because this is a real high profile case now.
Let me find I'm gonna find out the one that has that.
He said Crail Lewis's career's on the line. Ain't nobody checking for Crail Lewis. Okay. Ain't nobody checking for Crail Lewis. Nobody remembers that Crail was even on this case than us. Okay. Ain't nobody checking for Crail. Ain't nobody running up to Crail in Atlanta other than some people who were probably on this live or will be checking into it later. That might see Crail Lewis and be like, oh my God, weren't you Nesto's attorney? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody, girl, this is a very niche topic. Okay. This is a very niche topic. He's not Randy Kessler. Okay. Like, oh my God, the Real Housewives of Atlanta attorney. Nobody, and that's another thing. Like, people know Randy Kessler is a very popular divorce attorney, but at the end of the day, most people who know Real Housewives, we know Randy Kessler. We know Randy Kessler like he's in our Rolodex or something, right? If you're not a Real Housewives anista, And specifically Atlanta, you don't know who damn Randy Kessler is. You may or may not. Okay? You might not.
I'm gonna send that to him.
You got to talk. You got to get set up. You just like, I can't handle that part right now.
I'm going to send the video that has the comments on it where they talk about the attorney's performance, your attorney's performance to him. That's what's going
Where
to
they
do.
were laughing.
Yes, yes.
He has grooming parlors.
Yes.
He's got grooming
So
parlors.
or here. Oh, I don't care. You got to care, bro, because this is me.
That's him too.
Grooming
That's loss of
parlors.
business.
There you go. So it is what it is.
That's how he eats. You know what I'm saying?
It is how he
You better realize your name gonna be out there like his name is out there.
Yeah, it's like he won in his mind. He won.
I mean, it wasn't a bad outcome. That picture that they trying to put on you, you know, hurts a lot because it gave you that $800,000 bullshit.
Right.
But it was just a reaching stretch on the prosecutor side because, and the police, I would say, because they know damn well that, you know, that shit ain't you. It ain't yours. You know, it wasn't your shit.
I got you.
But,
what time you gonna be fully awake? Because I need you to listen out when I talk to this man.
I'm a lady, so I hear you. I just haven't been talking, so, you know.
Okay, all right. And I need to call that other lawyer. I need to get on his ass and see what he gonna do. I definitely need to see that. Straight up.
That's fine. You want me to call him this morning?
Yeah, we'll call him when I get to talk to him because I need to call. If you ain't no call, I'm gonna call him on three-way. And I'm gonna talk to him.
Who you want to call?
Huh?
Who you want me to call on the freeway?
Yeah, I want
the attorney?
I want you to call. I'm talking about the Pete guy.
Yeah, that guy. Anthony Pete.
Yeah.
I would say around 11 might be a good time. Because court is usually 9. They're usually in court around 9 o'clock in the morning. So usually around 11, 12 lunchtime. I'm usually not in court.
Okay. All right. What time is it? Is it 9 o'clock yet?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock exactly.
Okay, so I'm gonna call you back, and we're gonna call him there and see what he say, and we can because I need to get that money. If he ain't got it, he can come up with it easy, but I don't think he'll let me sit in here for no $5,000. That's not his character.
Of course.
Huh?
I hear you.
Yeah, if you got the capabilities to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see now, but if he don't, hey, that's his loss. Because he done me like that before. And then it was about, you know, when somebody say, oh, man, you didn't even call me to come, man. You did it for everybody, but you didn't do it for me. He one of them type of people.
Sometimes I just be bullshit when they say that after the fact. You know?
Yeah.
All of that. Just like when you talk to a person and they start talking about their money woes and all that shit right when you get on the phone with them saying, you know.
Girl, who does that? We're not calling out any names because, you know, people listen and they get their feelings hurt. But you know how like, oh, you went to the Bahamas? Why didn't you let me know? I wanted to go. Meanwhile, they can't even get across town. They need gas money.
No one. He might need me to help him with something, but I'm going to just come with this.
Oh.
So they don't actually do that. You know, do that.
I said we weren't going to call out any names, okay? Girl, you know people watch over here. Y'all don't care about me, right? Y'all don't care about me. If someone comes rings my bell. When I said please don't say any names, girl, because I don't want people feelings getting hurt, okay?
They do that.
My God.
But again,
just think about I got a child at the house, okay?
Stay out the way. Stay out the way.
You got to deal with somebody because if I didn't deal with you, I wouldn't be this far with you. So you got to deal with somebody now. Everybody ain't gonna be up. I just got fortunately this time with you. So
well, I got my kids, so you know, siblings, so I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to every day done, but I got my,
I don't know what
you
he's
know,
talking about for
more siblings.
$5,000. $5,000 is not going to get a girl. $5,000 might pay for a. I don't know. We'd have to ask Janetta because Janetta probably knows. You know, Janetta's a bankruptcy attorney. $5,000 might get you a good bankruptcy attorney because they have a very specific program for you to follow. They already know how many forms they're going to have to file for you. $5,000 might get you a divorce. There's $5,000, no doubt, that can get you a good attorney to do some things, right? Now, what are those things? A lawyer would have to really tell us, but off the top of my head, I'm going to say maybe a bankruptcy, maybe a divorce, maybe file some papers for you, maybe a very inexpensive lawsuit, right? That maybe even on contingency, they're going to take a certain amount and then they're going to write up a contract that if there are proceeds and et cetera type of thing, right? Maybe get your ass out of some trouble. And I'm talking about some misdemeanor trouble. Okay. Probate. Hello. Get something. Your nasty sister is not trying to give you your fair share of mom and dad's coin. Okay. Your neighbor cut down your bush. Okay. $5,000 might get you something at somebody's practice. Let's not turn around and say five cat that. But for what type of problems that Mr. Ernest Williams is having, baby, and they know that you have been foolish out here before and you have paid Tom, Dick, Harry, and Joe coin, and you think you're going to make them work hard for nothing, baby, no. There's no way. You're not going to work the devil out of me. Meanwhile, everybody else got scot-free payday and I gets nothing. No, it doesn't work like that.
I deal with them.
Yeah, I got it. I know what's going on.
I deal with them.
Yo, we gonna be here for 3 hours.
That's it. But you know what I'm saying?
Y'all done got me for 3 hours.
I don't blame
Oh my
nobody.
God. It's been almost 2 hours and we're not through the first call yet. My God. I was like, I'm gonna be so efficient today. We're gonna get through this call and baby, look at us. Okay. My bad.
What is it called? I don't pick up strays.
You
Shut up.
straight. Well, yes, exactly. Shut up.
I love you.
Oh, piece of shit.
He said I'm a
I
stray.
love you.
Yeah, I know it. I know you do. Yeah, I'm all there. I feel like Trump right now.
You feel like Trump right now? Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Girl.
Okay. I
you. Kept you out here fucked up, but I love you.
Yeah.
You feel like Trump right now? You feel like President Trump? You feel like grab him in the puss Trump? You feel like which Trump? Which one? Remember with that whole thing that came out with Billy Bush? And he was over there just grab him in the puss. Girl, I just knew after those shenanigans he was not gonna win. I was like, there's no way after he said that about who was he talking about? The girl from Inside Edition. Who was he talking about? Nancy. Was he talking about Nancy O'Boyle? He was talking about one of those ladies on TV, maybe Nancy. He was talking about one of those Entertainment Tonight ladies or Inside Edition and saying something about grab him in the puss. That thing, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And damn if he didn't win. Grab him in the pussy. A mess. Okay. Okay. They wanted to make grabbing the pussy great again. They wanted to be able to. Can we just palm something if we want to?
They got me for
Girl.
for 1 minute. That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so what you think? Let me hear what else you think. Oh, this is too early for you to even think about processing what I just said to you.
Girl, he's getting off the bus.
I don't know. Man, I went to the restaurant downstairs last night around 11 o'clock, 10:30, some shit. We never knew that phone.
I hate when she talks like this. I hate when she talks like this.
At the bar. Nobody was sitting beside me, so you could see me, right? 4 people sat down after me. Man, the bartender went to everybody but me. I was heated. He kept going to everybody but me. I'm sitting here like, how was he just, and he's steady in front of me, cleaning and picking stuff, but he won't look up at me, right? Black dude.
Okay.
Sitting here like, this motherfucker, like, I'm steady staring. Like, you know, can you look up so you can take my order? And he just and then he'll bounce and go somewhere else. And he'll go pour people drinks or he'll go take somebody's order. And I'm just sitting here like, so he came close enough to me, but he wasn't facing me. He was facing the other way, doing something. And I said, are you going to just keep ignoring me and not take my order? And he was like, first of all, you're not going to yell at me. And I was like, the music is loud and you're over there. It's one thing if I'm yelling and cussing.
How about, hey, I don't know, is this your section? I've been, it's hard to start off without complaining, but hey, is this your section? Let them confirm. Okay. Um, I don't even know. Me personally, I wouldn't be sitting there to have to pose that type of question with someone. I don't mind getting up and walking out. If I feel like somebody is purposely not trying to serve me, I am not going to patronize that establishment. Or you're going to have to move me to a different section because guess what? This table just cleared and now you can give me the next one. Whoever's waiting can have my table and I'll take the table for the next person waiting and or I'm gone. Like it's really, I don't know. To me, low self-esteem makes you do stupid things. And I'll be damned if I'm going to patronize a place and give them my coin if you don't want to feed me, because that food has to go into my mouth, into my stomach, and energize my body. I don't need anybody doing any kind of mumbo jumbo, heebie jeebies in the back with my food or sticking their finger in my food or doing some weird shit, sneezing, coughing, acting weird, bringing me a plate. I'm good. If I don't feel welcome, I'm good. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'll just exit the chat. I don't have any problem taking my ass and coin somewhere else. Like the fact that this woman is like a disturbed Virgo. I keep forgetting she's a Virgo, but she really has esteem problems. And it's unfortunate that someone who should be better adjusted, she has so many problems because she just, she can't do the right thing. It's sad for somebody who's so conflicted with just doing the right thing and if someone's going to talk well, first of all, like, girl, okay, she's dumb.
But I'm yelling because you're not close to me. And
Okay, can you take my order? Like, I'm not going to argue with you, Jennifer. Can you take my order?
I was just talking this loud. I wasn't screaming at him.
So yeah, okay.
No, I'm not about to cause a scene or anything like that. And he was like, because I don't have to take your order. And I was like, at this point, I don't even want you to take my order. Get me a manager. And so he
Can you believe that? Sonia is trash can.
just walks off, faggot ass, right? And so
And then she has to slur him up. Him being homosexual has nothing to do with it, ma'am. Okay. If he wasn't feeling you when you walked in and you had a bad attitude, or he's in the weeds. I've gone to restaurants. Sometimes we sit and wait. You can see people are busy. I don't really try to go any place too hungry anyway. But at the end of the day, we've gone to plenty of places and someone's like, look, I'm in, they don't always say I'm in the weeds, but I waitressed and bartended in college in my early 20s. So I know sometimes you just need 20 minutes to run food, put in orders, and get to a good place to where you can actually take someone's order. It's just that busy sometimes. Anybody who has ever waited tables or worked in a restaurant, you understand that. Sometimes you literally need 10, 20 minutes because it's all going to be fucked up if I don't get this done, right? And that's run hot food and put in orders. That's it. Everybody's going to be mad, right? So you might just have to wait a couple of minutes, 10 or 20. Sometimes that's when you sit and have conversation and enjoy the atmosphere and keep a smile on your face.
Back around, start doing other things. So I go to the waitress.
Yeah, I'm just.
So I go behind and I just grab a waitress. And I was like, can you bring me a manager, please? And so she's like, all right. So the manager comes over there. And I was like, I've been sitting at this bar for like 10 minutes. I said, 4 people have sat after me. And you see they're drinking. Everybody's been, attended to. I said, but your bartender keeps walking by me, not even addressing, not even saying hi, not putting a napkin down or anything. I said, I got 20 years in this industry, and I know how hospitality works and how bar service is supposed to work. I said, and it keeps. You have 1 minute remaining. She was like, oh, you want to sit at the table? She was very nice. Want to sit at the table? Blah, blah, blah. What? Are you in and out?
Okay, no, they finna go off. I'm trying to make sure. I'm finna get the guy. Call him in a minute. I need to call Dale. I'm listening to you.
He's first, Sonia, he didn't want to hear your stupid story. And last thing the manager is going to do is piss the bartender off, because if there's a reason, he might know you from the streets, girl. Okay. He may have recognized you. He might know your daughter. Who knows? But clearly he's not trying to service you and probably just wants you to walk away. And the last thing the manager is going to do is piss off their one bartender, because if nobody gets drinks, then everybody's going to be pissed. Okay. So that's what she immediately offered to move you, because, baby, they're not going to piss off the bartender. They're not going to piss off Long Island iced tea and martinis. They're not going to sacrifice the bar for you.
So how many views you done got now?
Girl, he changed the subject. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, he doesn't care about your story, Sonia.
How many? Who you having?
How many views Fat Boy done got now?
Oh, you're so silly. I have to look that up.
She's telling her story about how she couldn't get service, and he said, how many views did Fat Boy get? Girl, stop.
They still talking about this shit? It's been 4 days now.
It's been a day.
Huh?
I said, I'm sure they are. It's only been a day.
Oh, a day?
He did that yesterday.
Oh.
He posted that like late Monday, Tuesday.
Oh. Wow.
It's going to go out.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Sonia, why don't you leave that man alone? Why don't you just leave that man alone? He don't like you, boo-boo. Girl, look at the avatar. He don't want to talk to you, boo-boo. He don't care about your story. Your story is boring. Your story is bad. Call 2.
Okay, you ready?
I'm waiting for what?
Oh my God. She's not listening to him and he's not listening to her.
Call Daryl.
You want to call who?
Daryl.
Girl, she said who?
His name is Daryl.
You want me to call your friend?
Yeah, but get a call on 3.
Oh, no.
You got something right with?
No, I just sent you on the phone number. What's the phone number?
No, just type it in the phone.
What's the phone number?
7.
He up this early?
Yeah, he get over 6 o'clock every morning.
Daryl is currently unavailable. Please speak clearly.
Oh, what number you calling for? Oh, 404.
No,
That's him. That don't make sense why his phone is off. Oh, that's an answer machine, ain't it?
Text them.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes people, if they don't have numbers saved, they don't. If someone wants to take the call.
Hi, Shay. Thank you, boo. What question did we have for Shay? Shay, do you know when Nesto talked to Shirley? This is a Shay and PCFP question. When Shirley talked to Nesto, do you know how that fit in with this time range? Can you give us a timeline, please? Somebody asked in the chat. I can't remember the complete question, but they were wondering where this call fit into relation to when he talked to Shirley in this time frame. But thank you. Thank you to our good friends over at Phone Calls from Prison, a YouTube channel I love to watch. Bougie Gang loves to watch. Okay. Dropping some coins and supporting. Okay. Yes. Their last normal call was on 6/25. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Their last hello. Okay. Their last normal call was on 6/25 and their ultimatum call was on July 15. Okay. All right. The Nesto and Shirley historians, if they say it, that's what it is. Okay. That's it. That's all. Okay. 6:25. Ooh, thank you, baby. You're fine. Thank you, babe. 6:25 and 7:15. Okay. We should go back and listen to those. We'll see what they linked at the end of these. Did you link anything? Shay, if you didn't put anything in your end screen, could you link those two last videos in the end screen of this video if you did not link anything for us so we can have quick reference for those calls? It was on the same day, 6/29, my bad. Interesting. So it was the same day. Interesting. Can you link those two last normal calls for us in the end screen for the Nesto addicted folk? Okay, so we can see what's going on. Thank you so much, CW. Thank you, boo boo. Y'all. CW dropping a membership. Thank you, boo. Who got gifted? Who got gifted? Who got gifted? Who got gifted? What friend got gifted? Okay, let's see. What friend got gifted? Oh my god, it's moving so fast. Is it allegedly AR Crane or AR Kane? Allegedly AR Kane. Okay, allegedly. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay, they're going to link them for us, baby. So anybody, if you're watching this right now upon the replay, I've got the link to this video in the description box. So if you want to watch those two Shirley videos, click on the link for this video and then go to the end and everything will already be linked. Okay. I'm trying to figure out real quick, Dr. Charles. What did Dr. Charles ask? Dr. Charles, the Oracle. Let's see. Dr. Charles. Did he call her before or after Sonia? For the Nesto addicted, we need timelines. Okay. It's the timeline and sequencing of things for us Nesto addicted. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Anything else for our good friends over at Phone Calls from Prison answering questions in the chat? What? Okay. Okay. I think after because he called Sonya back. Okay. He loves calling Sonia, talking to Shirley, and then talking to Sonia again. He's pathological, I think, because she asked, did he apologize to Shirley? And he said, yes, he did. He's panicking too much. I would love to know if the Dre three-way was before his anxiety attack we are hearing. Who is Daryl? Daryl is one of his buddies who came to visit him. If you go to phone calls from prison members or Patreon, Daryl's 2 visits are in there. He visited Nesto like in November of 2022, and we've never seen him again. Okay. Okay. When your good friends come to the chat. Okay. Hello. Yes. Answer questions. Yeah, we love it. Okay. Daryl is an old neighbor from when he was married to Martha. Was it Martha or Carol? Yeah, Daryl was a neighbor when he had another Mrs. Williams. Daryl is the one of his straight friends who Nesto thought was a hater of him. Well. Okay. Oh, we need to look at Daryl's visit now. We can't. Yeah, it's in members. I think this is my stance on it. I do have the Daryl visits like on my own disc, but this is my stance on it. Number one, I think Daryl's kind of stayed private all this time. I mean, we could look at it in members. We could do it in members. I have it. Typically, I mean, that Daryl visit has been out for a long time, but at the end of the day, on the YouTube streets, it's been kept in members type situation because um you know, I think he's not part of the regular lineup of people, and I just kind of have stuck with that. Daryl seems to be collateral damage. Daryl seems to be literally staying out the way. And, everybody doesn't deserve that. Not to say that other people do, but some people show up to the party actively and they know they're on the internet. They know that the blogs are profiling their calls and things of that nature. And it just becomes a thing. Daryl has, even before the calls came out, Daryl pretty much stayed to himself and stayed out the way. And, everybody doesn't want to be on this. I love when you play the church song because we're so happy at that moment, right? Something good just happened, right? Disclaimer, please do not use someone's special member stuff for your own channel exposure. I'm just saying professional courtesy. Who's that disclaimer for? Yeah. I guess whoever needed to know that, I wouldn't do that. So yeah. I don't know who needed to hear that, but if you did, then there you go.
That's right.
You could have just hit a button that completely just put it for voicemail because he didn't recognize the number. You get those calls and stupid ass calls. I get those, and I block them. And
okay, but I'm not them and they're not me, and we're good. I don't bring other people up in my chat on my channel for a reason, because that's how I stay where I'm at. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Let other people do what they do. That has nothing to do with me. Okay.
you fuckers still get through and call again.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So.
I don't talk about nobody.
Back,
I don't want anyone getting it confused. Vicky said this and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to just keep it cute and on the topic.
Well, call me back while I'm on the phone. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta kind of. Yeah, he don't know nothing about you though. He don't. So he'll probably be
Well,
scared to kind of talk to you or whatever.
I would just tell him a time to call back. So,
Yeah.
or just to answer the.
So I wonder, first of all, let's get back on topic real quick. Thank you to PCFP for dropping in. We love you. Number two, when they called Daryl, it seemed like they were calling like a Google Voice number or Google something. They called one of those numbers where like it barely even rang, and it went straight to like, you've reached a Google voicemail or you've reached a Google telephone. Please announce your name type thing.
Phone next time I call. When you call, that's all. You don't have to talk to me like that.
Okay. Okay, so let me hear your other thoughts. Did you send my picture?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't get it yet, so I'll probably get it around 1 o'clock. Yeah. So let me get it clear so understanding. So me, you can be on the same page. You cannot get caught up. You cannot get caught up. Okay.
I know.
Okay. Now just listen to me now. Damage has already been done. So that shit been done 9 months ago to me. Okay, damage control when they first put me on there. All right, so this shit here, this is even more damage control. But that is officially everything. I got to start over brand new anyway, which I already knew that. But the only thing about it is, with this out there like that, with that lead charge, that assassinate my character. So I can't do nothing but go the other way. I got to, everything I do got to be paid for. I got to sue. That's
I got to sue. I gotta sue. I gotta sue. Cause they assassinate my character. I gotta sue. Who's gonna take his case? Who's taking his case? Cause they said I need a lawsuit lawyer because they assassinated my character.
the only thing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody really gonna
I
really
gotta
fuck me
sue.
like that because of my
Cause they
my
assassinated
pictures
my character.
So whatever I try to do, get a job, whatever, ain't nobody trying to fuck me like that because they don't think I'm too. You know, we call it the resume. Too high much on the resume. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, too overqualified. That's what I'm saying.
Old Chapo.
So
Nesto is not no old
I just
Chapo.
gotta sit here and fight.
Look, that gives him too much credit. Nesto is a ON. Okay, you heard of YNs? He's a ON. Okay, period.
So I want to make sure you understand. I can be out of here in 2 weeks, or I can be sitting in this motherfucker for another year.
Another 2
It can
years.
go both. It can go any kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just letting you know that up front, so you know what's going on. So that's the worst thing I can say right now. So they do come over some more bullshit. I know I'll be sitting here another year. Actually, I could be sitting in the county jail for 2 years.
Girl, 3 years.
Maybe 3 years of my life in the county jail.
Oh my God.
With
Give
all
it
this shit
4
going on
years.
right now.
4 years.
And it's petty shit. It ain't like no murder. It ain't. It's just stack on top of stack on top of stack. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
You know what?
Gotta keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Studio.
It's very exhausting. Very exhausting. But I'm gonna keep my brain.
Hey, Mixtress. Hey, boo.
Focus on what I gotta do, and I'm gonna take the money you gave me. I'm gonna go order me some more pads and shit.
He says he's gonna order some what? We're gonna have to go back on that one now. What did he say?
Gave me. I'm gonna go order me some more pads and shit.
Did he say pads? So writing pads, tablets?
So I can finish write when I need to write.
Oh, he does need some pads. Okay. I'm not jumping on that with a 10-foot pole. Let me who girl.
So
Okay.
I got to keep this shit.
You got to go buy some pads.
But that's kind of what my mind right now. I'm exhausted on that. You got to get the little change, the pad changed, so I can get his man, so he can get him.
I'm not saying anything, Bible lady. Bible lady, stop. Wait,
shit.
Is that Bible lady?
If I saw it.
Oh, that's BB. BB babies. Okay. Hey, boo. Yeah, he got to go buy some pads. Okay,
Yeah, bro, that's
stop. He said
I wasn't
writing
wrong.
pads.
Done.
Stop. Stop it, y'all.
Mhm.
What you say?
He said tablets. He
Not
said writing
done.
paper.
Yeah.
Writing paper and ink pen.
So that's what I see.
He
He
said,
should be super embarrassed. And if you can't
girl,
stand
y'all
it,
are
you
too
should call
much.
that lawyer
Y'all
and
too
call
much.
and text that girl. She got the video and all that.
I sent it to him too. I
Stop
texted him
it.
yesterday on the phone.
Stop it.
I
Stop, Jay
texted to him.
Blake. You're
I
bad.
texted to your lawyer. I
Girl.
texted him. I texted her and told her to just look it up on YouTube. Just type it in and watch everything that pops up.
Sonia is someone you do not want to have your number. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people you just send them straight to voicemail? It's like, okay, look, okay, dropping some information in the chat. I'm still looking, but the calls with Sonia that we're listening to were made at 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. I'm assuming that Shirley's call was made after that, but I'm double checking. Okay. Okay. Phone calls from prison in the chat, answering questions. What? Yes. Okay. We're getting the timeline today, y'all. Y'all need to stop.
Hallelujah. God's been good. God's been too good to me. God's been too good to me. Believe I shout.
It's like we got Alexa
Believe
in the
I
chat.
shout.
Okay.
Believe I shout. Believe I shout. He healed
Alexa, can you
me.
tell me
He
this?
healed me. He
Hey, can you
washed me.
please answer this
He washed
question?
me.
Thank you very much.
He kept me. Never left me. Believe I will. Believe I will. Believe I will. I shout now. Shout. 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 Shout.
Shirley and Dre ultimatum call was 6/15/23. I can post the link. Go ahead, baby. Do me a favor too. When you post it, drop it in the can you drop it in like a comment too so I can pin it later? Hold on. When you drop the link, I'll pin it to here, but if you drop it in a comment when we can do a comment, then it can be, people, some people don't even engage the chat on the replay. I mean, I don't know if they do or don't. I don't have any data to support that, but I think some people, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I've told you guys this before. I didn't always used to be a chat watcher, like to read the chat. So some people don't even get into it. You're right. I had my months all messed up. I've been crazy this morning. Okay. So, the Dre and the when Nesto called Dre and said, "Can you call Shelley for me? Could you call Shelley?" And she was just like, "Look, I don't know what you can do." Oh, Sonia, did you know about that call? Do you remember? I wonder if she ever heard that. I'm sure she did. When Nesto was calling Keith when he was acting like Keith Sweat. Okay, when he had just one wish like Ray J, he wanted to know from his wife, could he come home and what she was going to do? He didn't know what. What the fact that this girl is so sick over this dude is just hilarious, girl. He was begging. He didn't know if he was Keith Sweat, Bobby Valentino, Ray J, damn, Alexander O'Neal. I mean, it was just a mess, okay? And Dre was like, I'm gonna put the phone down. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all talk. Okay. Shirley? Okay, I got Shirley on the phone. Nesto, Shirley's on the phone. Okay. Over filthy, bacteria filled plastic D is insane. He made her feel. Remember, Sonia said he made her feel something she'd never felt before. Okay. He gave her something special. It might have been a dose of liquid V. Okay. All right. He may have given her a good dose of that liquid V. And then he took out his tool bag and she lost her mind. That's basically what happened. Okay. Yeah. He took her to Silicon Valley. Okay. Just kidding. Yeah, and it was game over. Sonya hadn't been the same ever since. She was out looking for him with a flashlight all over town. Girl. I think it was in a bottle. I really wish we knew, was that liquid V prescription grade or was it the stuff from the gas station? Okay. Was it, because when they say liquid Viagra, we called it liquid V, but it was on the paper. I think it said liquid Viagra or Viagra liquid or something. I have to go back to the affidavit and see it. But I wonder, I would love to know if that was prescription grade. Was he actually seeing a doctor? Or did he have Diddy prescriptions? Diddy had somebody getting him what he needed. You know, remember what's his name? The Adelsons too. When Charlie was like, "Oh, you need something? Go to Doctor." What was his name? My Donna Adelson community, the Dan Markel, Justice for Dan Markel community. You know what I'm talking about. Charlie had a couple of friends who, if you needed something, baby, he just go to Dr. So and so. He got you. Yeah, asking for a friend. Hello? Okay. Let's fit it, girl. We'll be here all day. Okay.
But I actually sent the actual article to
Remember Michael Jackson's doctor? Who was his name? The one who went to jail for like how long did he get it? Did he ever get out? Let me see. Michael Jackson's doctor. What was his name again? Girl, Conrad Murray. Okay. Conrad. Okay. Do y'all see this? Hold on. Girl, don't do not jeopardize your medical degree for that foolishness. Okay. Girl, the face of regret. Okay. The face of, you wrote one too many prescriptions, sir. You let them, threw your whole career away.
She sent me. I sent that to him, to Credo.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
Thank you,
I
boo.
sent it to him last night. He don't respond to me. So
I wouldn't respond to
he
you
just
either.
has his assistant respond. But it's fine. I don't
You
care.
know why I give Crail some respect on this is because Crail already knew dealing with Sonya was going to be trouble, and he didn't even respond to her. What's it say? I'll do it on Monday. Got a membership. Thank you so much, hon. Thank you, Only Me 23, for gifting our friend. I'll do it on Monday. Crail knew clearly something was going on. Crail didn't just not call her back. Crail avoided her calls because that's how, to me, Crail wasn't trying to violate his license and he wasn't trying to have these clowns drag him down. That's why he wasn't answering your calls, because he's dealing with Shirley and he knew it was unethical for him to deal with you the way Nesto wanted him to engage with you. And he said, fuck it, I'm just not going to answer her calls. Like, she won't get the message. She doesn't get she won't take the hint. So I'm going to just let her talk to my voicemail. Okay. The ultimatum call was 6:15. We're at 10:30 and 11 if anyone wants to know. Okay. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, thank you, boo. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Is that Petty Patty? Petty Gardening Girl. I will be glad when they get everybody's names back cuz the handles don't always match up. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank ya. Thank ya. Okay, who got a membership? Girl, who got a membership? Let's see. Who got a membership? I am unique. Okay. I am unique. Got a membership. Okay. Enjoy, boo. Enjoy that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you to Petty Gardening Girl. Okay. What's going on here? Hey, Anastasia. Hey, boo boo. What's going on, everybody? Okay. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, husband. I don't know who it is on the team, but whoever it is on the phone calls from prison team, thank you for giving us that information. We appreciate it. Hi, hey, Miss Lewis. Hey, okay. We see you, boo. Okay. Yeah, the handles throw me off, especially if your name, your street's name, and your handle name don't match up. My bad.
Yeah, she probably ain't looked that shit up. She probably didn't. She had to kind of be thorough with her.
What are
She
you
ain't like
ripping
him.
up?
She has
Rambo,
to
come
be
here.
thorough with her. Then she gonna look it up.
No, she gonna look it up.
What are you ripping?
'Cause
What is that?
she gonna look it up. Trust me. Trust me. She gonna look it up.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. She gonna look it up. That's for sure. And altogether, it's like about 80,000 views if you look at all the articles that's out there.
80,000. That's a lot of people. That's a football.
A lot of people.
There's 2 footballs.
A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people in 2 days. I mean, but you know, he was exaggerated, and you know the way he was doing it, the guy, and you know people like news, you know, gossip and all that type shit. And I told you Steve Harvey been kind of hot out there lately with his shit, so this is all affiliated in a sense. So you know, cause she part of that clip, you know.
Right.
So
Well,
mm,
shit I don't know, I can't worry about it. Shit I do know, I got to continue pushing down on this shit. So I'm going to push down on the shit. Got to push down. Fucked up situation. Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. That's it then. Damn, he ain't answering the phone. Wow.
Well, he don't know it's you, so I mean, don't take it like that. He don't know. It's a stranger at 9 o'clock in the morning. He could think it's a telemarketer. When I text him, I'm calling from Nesto.
Oh.
We know you have Nesto, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what else you got to say? Let me hear what else you got to say.
I was watching your video last night.
Which one is that?
The one with you and Dion. He was cutting your hair and he was talking.
Oh, you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, then. What made you go that far?
But I just want to see your face.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Trust me, it coming. It coming soon. It sure is. Yeah, it's coming soon. Don't worry. Hey, you can't go to life on cookies and candy now all the time. You gotta have some meat with the shit. So right now I gotta deal with the meat right now. Meat gotta cook. So I gotta keep letting the shit cook. Like I said,
Oh God. I have the worst dog in all of America. He's so annoying. He stole something out the kitchen, y'all. I had to just run around the house chasing him. My God, I'm so sorry. I was like, oh my God. I was trying to be quiet about it too, because I didn't want y'all to hear me chasing Lambo around the living room.
And out there
I'm not even
banging
going to talk about
his
it.
death out there right now. And came all the way back up. So, just got to do what I got to do.
Woo, Jesus, I'm out of breath.
And I think this is, just when you was going into the coffee shop and they was talking about the lottery ticket.
Oh,
that
yeah,
video.
yeah. Okay.
That video too. Simpler times. That's before you got all bougie.
Simpler time.
God.
Man, I was struggling like a motherfucker then. I just came home.
Yeah, but I know, but you still was a little bit simpler in the way you was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know about that part. It just seemed like that because all the work.
I mean, you was grinding for your wife, but I mean, still, you were still grinding. You had.
So she seems to not like the Nesto Shirley era. So this is what it says to me. First of all, you don't like the Nesto Shirley era because you feel like that's when he went bougie, but those are all the pictures that get your panties wet. Okay, let's just be real. All right. All the pictures that Sonya's like, ooh, and you have on, oh, and you have on your jeans and you look nice. You look, ooh, that looks nice. That's the ones that get your panties wet. Okay. But you think the Nesto then you would have liked better, but it doesn't matter what era you're in because according to the paperwork, Nesto has been the same through and through. Okay. So I don't really know, but it seems like she likes to pick apart the Nesto Shirley era as him being bougie because she's jealous of Shirley. It's like you're really jealous of this woman, and it's very sad.
Dreams.
Because she's not even thinking about you. I don't even know Shirley, but I know one thing: she is not thinking about you. Okay.
Grow, of course.
Right.
But it still was a little bit,
Okay. So
the fact that you talk to someone that you don't know and try to tell them about themselves at a certain point in their life versus another point in their life, you didn't go to college with him, which he didn't go to college, but you don't know him like that. Like people who've known me for 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, my whole life, they can say things like, remember back when you used to do this, or they give you some awareness about yourself sometimes, either something funny or just how you've changed or you've come a long way, or I've seen you go through this and blah blah blah. People who have you have a history with that can give perspective on you, right? Those are very special people to me. But when you have somebody who thinks they fucking know you, who can say you're bougier at this point and you seemed more this at that point, bitch, you didn't even know him. You didn't even know him. You know him in his jail era. You know him in his 2020s jail era. You don't know him.
And I got down. Well, I ain't Woolah right now, though, am I? I don't got no straight tank game right now.
You're so bougie.
Yeah, no, I don't see that no more. I don't see that. Not at all. Go wrong with a bunch of fucking hammer faces and goddamn thick ass goddamn balloon glasses on. Shit.
They can't see you. They had your face blacked out.
Right. And she's not talking about bourgeoisie per se, right? Bourgeoisie as in the real bourgeoisie. She's not talking about that. I think she's talking about street bougie, someone that thinks they're this, that might not be that. Someone who thinks, people's impression of what the word bougie means can be so like broad, and most of it's not accurate. But at the end of the day, I think that when she talks about bougie, she's talking about an heir. She's talking about money. She's talking about some sort of perception of wealth, and just some sort of a status. And I think that whole thing intimidates her, and she uses it as a put down. Whenever she refers to Nesto in bougie terms, it is always a left-handed. It's really not even left-handed. It's just a direct put down at the lifestyle he had with Shirley that she would have loved to had, but she's not qualified for. It's a whole lifestyle that she saw on Instagram that I think she was quite envious of, and she tries to put him down for it because she wants to be that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they couldn't see your face. They had a black thing across your face.
I had that. That was me with a
Oh,
mask
yeah. Okay. Okay, they couldn't. They was talking about that. That's just okay.
That was me.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they look like.
No. Okay, so you're saying you couldn't even see me then?
No, I couldn't. There was so many people on the board. It was like 15, 20 people on the screens. So it was, you couldn't see.
They had blue on.
You could see from afar, but you couldn't see faces. Put it like that. You couldn't zoom up and see a face to know to ID. You couldn't ID nobody on there. You couldn't tell.
He must have zoomed that off. They must have zoomed that off of TV or something. I mean, like
they recorded the screen. What they did was
that's what they did.
No, you didn't have to record the screen. It's on Judge Manning's channel, you dummy. It's on Judge Alexandra Manning's channel. Nobody had to record a screen. Judge Manning goes live every day.
Watched it during the court hearing, and then they recorded it, the whole hearing.
Wow.
So they had to know about the hearing prior.
They did.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that affidavit did it.
But there was a hearing before that with Jonathan Salmon, but it just wasn't known at that point. But
the prosecutor's office leaked the shit. Somebody from the court leaked it.
Right.
Because you've been in there a whole year, so for that to come out right at that hearing, and then what he should have did was he should have not read none of the charges. He should have just read the case numbers because they had the information in front of them. They didn't have to read off none of the charges. They just kept all the charges. So, because what you do is when you don't mention some charges, it causes curiosity for people to go in, and they know you can go on the website and see it.
Do you remember that early morning I asked you to text him that and tell them that?
And tell him that, right? Because he was all. And did you talk to him about that in the meeting with him as well?
I did.
Because he was like, I don't think we can. Oh, we'll just do it anyway. I'm sitting there like, oh my God.
That made no sense.
What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my.
It looked like a setup to me. That was a setup.
No, I just think that sometimes smart people be less than smart on common sense. Because that was a common sense call.
Okay.
But you can't stress it.
This reminds me, probably you wasn't here then, but there's a case with Eddie Long when he had that big old mega church out there, and they charged him with boys and shit. And the church, you wasn't here then at all. But that was a big scam. Then he died of AIDS.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, but at the time, like I said, that they were the head of the congregation. I used to do his hair and stuff. So they called a meeting. They called him outside, coming out of my business, and so they did a news media thing. And I just stand up there, just listen to the whole damn thing. Then I just think about everything I done seen people go through.
See how he's over here lying Now, I don't know what Bishop Eddie Long had, but when I just Googled it, it said Bishop Eddie Long died from an aggressive form of cancer at the age of 63 in January 15th, 2017. That's his story. That's what they got on that's what they have on Google. Okay. The New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Lithonia, Georgia, where Long served as senior pastor, released a statement announcing his passing after a gallant private fight with an aggressive form of cancer. The specific type of cancer was not publicly disclosed. If whatever that man had, according to his church and his estate, Mr. I want to talk about Sue. You're over here talking about people dying from the house in Virginia, baby. The website says aggressive cancer, which came from New Birth Church. Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people go through a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm caught up now. I'm caught through that right.
I said, let me just set the record straight because we're not going to let that lie float. I don't know Eddie Long. I didn't know Eddie Long, but I know Nesto can tell a lie or two. And, the man's not here to defend himself on today. So
That is a dagger. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna trust my ass with nothing when it comes down to that. They put me as a cold monster on that goddamn thing. Monster. Yeah.
You're not a monster.
What you say?
You're not a monster.
I know, but that's what they got it. They got it like that. Yeah, they got it like that.
well, Nesto always wants to have someone look worse than him, that why would your situation remind you of Eddie Long? Eddie Long actually did do some things. It's like it's always so funny how the people he chooses to compare himself to. Like really Eddie Long had some shit with him. So we know that he wasn't necessarily an innocent man, right? So why would you choose him? He always picks the worst kind of scenarios to compare himself to.
So, that's what it is. And as of the day, I don't
This
even
was a
want to talk
long
about that shit no
call.
more. I done made my mind up. I got to just put my shit on paper and keep moving. So, that's what it is.
It is what it is. Did my thing
Yes,
move?
sir. So you see how fast the weeks are going? We'll be into July this weekend.
Ain't that something? That shit is
Go
going
fast.
fast now. The shit is going fast now. You know?
Right.
Yeah, it is. It is. Are you excited going on your trip?
But it's whatever. It's Miami.
Oh.
Look, it's Miami. I'm gonna just rent a car. I believe that's what I'm gonna end up doing because I don't want to. Because I'm gonna have to go into work at least 3 days. It's probably a little far from my job, so I'm just rent a car. I guess. Fuck it. Ain't no thing but you going. I'm gonna eat, food that I can't eat. Pick up Gucci's ass. Bring her ass back here.
Yeah, dang. If they do come up with some more bullshit, they're gonna have all the cameras on my head then.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna cause privacy over. Everybody will be following it now.
Everybody following me now. Oh,
every time they go to court, they're gonna be able to look on there following your shit. They can see it like I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
So I gotta win. It's no option. I have to win everything. Everything I'm against, I got to win. I got to. I gotta find a sponsor that can see what I see. Yeah.
So funny.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, but I gotta figure out how to do that shit though.
I don't know how to do it. I know how to set it up.
But I gotta figure. No, I'm saying I got.
Girl, what was his GoFundMe? $150. And they said that to take it down because that was embarrassing. Nobody's even contributing. That was so
Figure out to
funny.
do that because I don't want to be like goddamn what that boy name. So they just locked him up, don't send his card and all that shit.
Cool.
What his name is? The one just got locked up. Cause he had a gun in the back of his damn pants for probation violation.
Oh, Boosie, he out. He out.
Oh, he out? They let him out?
He went to the BET Awards and everything. He out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't bother.
Look, but you know what the difference between you and Boosie is? Boosie got a lot of money. Boosie has the money to back up that mouth and his actions. So Boosie has good lawyers, and that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say.
Boosie.
That's crazy, man. Motherfucker can get out there and then get out on bond. My ass is fucking like I've been.
You're not Boosie.
That's because every time you could get out on bond, he throws some bullshit out there, and they do it in a time frame. I told you it's calculated. They wait, they hold off, they wait, and then right when the time come up for you to be eligible, they throw some more shit on there, which resets the clock.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, good thing you figured it out. Now you know. Okay, so it shouldn't be a surprise.
Right, and that's true.
So, I mean, you gotta look at the game they play and how they use it, because the laws and the procedures are set up to help them, not help the defendant. Nothing's set up to help the defendant.
You know what helps the defendant? Don't become a defendant. How about that? Y'all. How about don't be a defendant? Okay? Once you stay out people's way, stay out of trouble, don't get arrested. That's the best way to have the system work for you, is to not be involved in it. How about that? Go figure. Stay out of trouble. Okay? If you have a contract with someone, honor your agreement. If you tell someone you're going to do something and they pay you money for it, do it. Okay? Don't cheat people. Don't scam people. Don't rob people. Don't point guns at people and try to tell people what to do. Don't just grab people in their privates. Don't just assume everybody wants your ass. Okay? Period. Keep your hands to yourself. This is all stuff that was learned in kindergarten, right? This is stuff that should have been learned at like 5. 5-year-olds know all of what I just said.
Oh, hold on. I got
Stay off a recorded line.
Put a bet out there.
Stay off a recorded
Put a
line.
bet. It's like they're gonna bet on me or bet on them. You understand what I'm trying to say? You got to put it together before you do it. I don't know if I can't really talk like I want to talk.
Well, you can't talk like you really want to talk.
But you understand what I'm saying, though.
On that one, no.
Okay. When you go a GoFundMe page, you got to have a reason why. It's got to be a good cause.
All right.
People love to bet. People love to play poker. They like to bet on games. So you got to put it something like, okay, well, is this man guilty? He ain't guilty. Which one you want to do? If he's guilty, not guilty. If he's not guilty, support him. You know.
Oh, well,
do you hear his marketing strategy? Do you hear this? Do you hear this clownery? This tomfoolery? That's his marketing strategy. Did you hear his marketing plan for Fun Go Me?
I know how to finesse that, because there's people out there that think like me.
Oh, really? Yeah, the thirsty wanton females, the side chickery set. Most side chicks are not sitting around waiting for somebody in jail. If they do, he got deep pockets, okay? Most side chicks are not sitting at the jail waiting for it to open to go talk to somebody's husband, unless they have deposited major racks in their account.
That know how the justice system is is very unjust and how they like to fuck with people. So you just have to appease to the sort of people that understand what's going on and the real of it all. And you have people that's like that. And you got people that don't understand and believe everything that they see and hear off rip, like the news. And you know what I'm saying? Everything that the news say, they run and they believe it. And they don't look at it like, what's really going on? Y'all keep doing this, like the submarine shit. The submarine, they knew it exploded on Sunday. But Monday, they kept talking about it on the news like, we're still looking for them. Tuesday, they kept doing it. Wednesday, then Thursday.
Yeah, because it was sad. The man, his son, and a bunch of people died. Okay? So they wanted to be extra sure. The billionaire and his son died. Okay? Isn't that the story she's talking about? The submarine that went down with all the rich people, the scientists and the rich people? And I think the man who died, I feel like his mother and father had just had a bad boating accident, if I'm thinking the same thing. Like that family suffered a lot of tragedy, plus they're extremely rich. And before they went with the news to say everybody's dead, they wanted to explore all options. Because that there's a lot of money at stake too. Everything is a fucking conspiracy for this woman.
Yeah, we gave up hope because they're out of oxygen. Y'all knew
Can you believe it? She's so
it blew up
not
on
smart.
Sunday.
Damn.
They didn't have oxygen on Monday because the shit blew up. So you talking about, they're out of oxygen because it's been so many days.
So if Tomas and Sydney went missing in a submarine, Sonia, I'm just asking you this question. If Tomas and Sydney went out in a submarine ride on Saturday night and they lost contact, are you going to just say, okay, well, plan the funerals? Or are you going to say, can you please go and see if there's just another chance that my son and my daughter are alive, please? Can you go check one more time? Or you're just going to say, the ship blew up yesterday. Those are people's family members. She's so insensitive.
It blew up on Sunday. There's no fucking oxygen. It's done. But y'all kept putting it in the news as if it was an ongoing time to save them. You know what I'm saying? As a distraction, because now what the fuck is Biden done signed the bill to turn U.S. money into crypto. So that went into already yesterday or whatever. He signed that shit. So now all U.S. American money.
Well, here's the glimmers of Sonia, conspiracy theorist Durham.
All money.
Oh, did you guys hear the TT? Let me tell you guys something. How many? 408 here. I got some TT for y'all about Sonia. I heard something in the bushes the other day. If you guys were in the bushes, then you heard it. If you guys were in the bushes that I was in, I heard Sonia tell somebody that allegedly have we all hit the thumbs up? If y'all want to hear what I heard from the bushes last night, baby, I was over to Blabbermouth's bushes. Did y'all hear what was in the Blabbermouth bushes when Blabbermouth called Busybody? Girl. Because y'all ask about this a lot. Y'all are always asking about that court case in Ohio. And I didn't know because I don't really pay attention to Sonia's business like that. I told you guys I would go look, but I totally forgot. So let me see. Okay. Well, like 4 people hit the thumbs up and there's still 100 that have not. I knew she would have popped up after Miss Shirley showed up on IG. Really? You think that's what did it? Blabbermouth called her. She said, I hadn't talked to her in a long time, so let me go ahead and call Busybody. I'm going to tell it in a minute. Slow down. I'm still waiting for people to get caught up. Some people need to get caught up with that thumbs up. Okay? Girl, we done made it almost 3 hours on my Saturday. Okay? That I have devoted to Nesto addicted. Okay? Our friends from phone calls from prison dropped out the bushes. We got TT. Okay. My God. Okay, once we're almost at 300. We're at 299. Somebody will hit the like button. Okay, we're at 302. Okay. So this is what she said. So she went to court. According to her, she went to court, I guess, with Miss Janice. She said her case, Miss Janice's case was dropped against her, but she filed a countersuit and they have court. I need to check the date. Her countersuit was not dropped, but allegedly they dropped Miss Janice's lawsuit against Sonia. Okay. Now, on what grounds, I do not know. You're going to have to give me a minute to look it up because it is public information. So I'll look it up and we'll find out. We'll talk about it. But yes, Miss Janice, a lot of you guys were worried and concerned about Miss Janice Ridgway with the lawsuit against Sonia, all of the things allegedly, according to Sonia, unless she's lying, Blabbermouth called her on her live and she stated that she had just been in Ohio and the lawsuit against her. I don't know if she still has a active lawsuit against the bank. But they may have said she doesn't have a leg to stand on because keep in mind she's suing the bank over a mortgage that is not in her name. So it's quite possible I don't know who her lawsuit, like what her lawsuit needs to look like, but if she's suing for damages against the bank because the mortgage isn't in her name and she can't sue against the mortgage holder because the mortgage holder has chosen to go into forbearance because of her bankruptcy. And then now Sonia is countersuing against her and they did not drop the countersuit. We gonna have to see, but I would imagine if they dropped it against Sonia, they may have had to drop it. If they dropped it against her, being the lien holder, being the holder of the mortgage, I wonder if they dropped it against the bank. So we'll check it out. We'll check it out and get an answer to that. But yeah, she dropped some information against her lawsuit on Blabbermouth channel. Okay. All right. By the court, Miss Janice voluntarily dropped it. Well, so she said that's what I'm telling you what she said. So you just looked it up. It didn't get dismissed by the court. Miss Janice voluntarily dropped it. So I wonder if obviously she had options, right? You won't take someone to court if you think you're going to win. So maybe she dropped it. I don't know, girl. I have no idea. I wasn't there. Okay, so Janice dropped it. Okay, well, lawsuit is over. So she voluntarily dropped it. Okay. That's the tea on Sonia and her property battle with Miss Janice. I wonder what the outcome is going to be. Is she going to have to I wonder if they're going to actually declare her, that it was who her beef might have to be with the city, whoever allowed the deed to be written in that way. I don't know. That is a very strange situation and I don't know how it's going to be resolved. It was dumb for it to be in that situation to begin with. It's one of those things that probably almost never happens. Especially with someone you don't like. That's weird. But unfortunately for Miss Janice, it's probably not going to be, it's not going to land in her favor, but we'll see. I don't know the future.
Turn it into crypto.
Yep. Privacy is.
Now I'm curious about it, so we're going to have to look it up. But the fact that she knew, this is what I'm going to say. The fact that she knew that Blabbermouth was live and Blabbermouth was broadcasting and she's calling her on live and she gave a live update about her case. Obviously, she wants us to know about it. So, boom.
Because now that is crypto, it's, on the computer type shit. You can't, it's not like you can have it physically in your hand. Put it in your pocket.
Cash?
Yeah. Yep.
You're lying.
Told you what's happening in July.
Hold on,
What's
ain't no more
next
cash.
week?
Hold on. No more cash. That's what you trying to
They're
say.
gonna ease out of it. It's not an overnight situation because there's so much cash that's out there.
Sonia, what news report did you see that Biden was turning US dollar into crypto? Where do you get your news? Idiot Broadcasting Live? Come on. The Idiots Broadcasting Station? Where are you catching your news, ma'am?
Right.
But yeah, he signed the thing to turn US money into crypto.
Wow.
You know you can't touch crypto. Can't touch Bitcoin. That shit is all digital.
Wow. So it ain't really real.
It's not really real. And they can fuck with your livelihood. They can freeze your shit.
Wow.
All of that. See, when people have cash and a bank account, you can fuck with a person's bank account. But if I'm sitting with 40,000 in the closet, you know what I'm saying? I'm not handicapped. And most people, right, and most smart people don't have.
She gets it from the Onion
because anything can happen with banks. And sometimes people don't, like a lot of people don't trust banks because that's part of the, it's private, but it's government. Because the government, how they got us thinking the government is, it's not. The government, everything, when they say we voting people in, we don't. They put Trump in there. We didn't vote for Trump. They put Trump in there. No one knows everybody's vote because it's private. So we don't know.
Yeah, we read the initial filings. It's in members somewhere. It's in members. We spent like an hour, 2 hours reading some of that stuff one day. It's been a long time because, you know what I'm saying? Like we usually have to find time for that. That's not really an interest of mine, Sonia and her business. But yeah, we read that. So she forced her to put the deed back in her name, but the thing that was not smart was when so it gives her a stake in the property, but at the end of the day, Sonia still has the mortgage, and at this point, that's the most important thing. If and the fact that she rolled it into the bankruptcy.
How many people actually voted for Trump? They throw that shit up there on the screen, make it look like Biden got this, and they throw a number up there, and then they post it for the news for us to think those are actual votes. So everything that they put up there is by design. Everything that's in CNN, Fox News, all of that shit is by design. Us thinking that there's an actual government that actually does certain things, it's actually by design. There's no voting. They put shit in place and say, well, we had a vote. I don't fucking vote.
Okay. This is the start. This is the start of where Nesto should have known that this lady was unstable. She's a conspiracy theorist. As long as it's got some sort of news, it's got some sort of edge to it and some sort of diabolical government negativity, girl, she's here for it and wants to hear all about it. He should have known at this moment it was time to run. So I blame him for all of this.
That shit in place. And y'all want us to think because we're to think that everything's a democracy and everything is a vote and we have some say in this and we put this politician in office. It's not. It's all a facade. This whole fucking thing and how they run in this country is a fucking facade. You just gotta get in here and ride it out till you fucking die. That's it.
Okay, well,
this country.
Global Tel Link, you have 1 minute left to this call.
Country. You got some countries that don't run like this, but you got some countries that do. It all depends on the greedy people that are in charge. And there's people that are in charge over government. Government is just the middleman that talks to us through them. That's all government is. Government is not the highest form of people that run this fucking country. It's the secret society that run this fucking country. They just throw government in front of our face so that they think we're out. Because there's so many of us and they think we have a free choice out here. We don't. It's not free choice. Bullshit. Bullshit. But you know what? When you live small, it kind of don't touch you. When you live large, it kind of affects you more. You know? So,
Wow.
it is what it is. It's just the world that we live in. I can't worry about that. We have to get you past your situation
Yeah. So
so that we can go forward.
okay, well then try that. Go. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. I
Mm-hmm.
need help. I need help. I mean, come on. I gotta have some kind of capability. I gotta have something that somebody gonna like. You know what? I can see that. They put a confirmation in El Chapo. No, he's a billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these people are trillionaires. They're richer than, Bill. We'll never see who these people are. They're above Bill Gates. They're above,
Right. No, okay.
you know what I'm saying? They're above them. Bill Gates bought all that farmland. He owned 80% of the farmland. They're not farming on the land. He just bought the land up and killed the process.
Killed the what?
He bought up 80% of all the farmland and shut them down.
Why?
Because they're trying to kill people. So
Can you believe this? Can you believe that at this moment he didn't think like, let me back up off this chick just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me put her on ice for about 2 seconds.
one way to
Nothing
kill
was a red flag in this conversation.
people is take away the food. So then he's got everything going to this synthetic food now. He's got this impossible meat, that's Bill Gates. This chicken sale shit they just approved, that's Bill Gates. So they're trying to feed us all this synthetic made up shit now. And the USDA, whatever, fucking passed it. Of course, because all of y'all are in there together. These companies put those things in front of them, they think we're cute.
How the fuck is the justice system gonna handle that? They're trying to get away from human animals. Is that what you're saying?
We're not supposed to eat animals in the first place.
Okay.
We are not supposed to eat animals. We're supposed to be vegetarians by nature. If you want to.
Okay, and where'd you get that from, genius? What? And don't feel like y'all got to answer. I just want to know where. I'm just talking to Sonia somewhere out in the universe. Where did you get that information from? Where does that come from? What did you read? So did you read something on a wall somewhere? Like, where did you get that? Or is there some sort of manuscript that fell from the sky? Did you see that written on a tree? Did you just wake up with the awareness? Did you get enlightenment overnight? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? If you just want to be vegetarian, then be vegetarian. If you want to be vegan, and you don't want to consume any animal products at all, then just do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't just the whole that whole argument to me is like, and where and why? People have been eating meats since the beginning of time. Okay.
Be real with how the natural way of life is supposed to be before, big
You mean
companies and
we were
medicine and all that.
spirits when we were not physical beings? The not physical beings, I don't even know if they eat food. So forget about meat. They don't eat. They have transcended this world, okay? But the people on this earth since the so they say since the beginning of time, people have been like, "Ooh, that's a bird. Let me go throw it on. Oh, I just discovered fire. Okay, I need that fur because it's cold. And once I get the fur, I'm going to throw the meat on the fire and we're going to eat that because we're hungry. Okay. Are you kidding me? What do you think the cavemen ate? Rock soup?
That shit came about. We are supposed to be vegetarians.
Okay.
So
okie dokie.
it's not a bad thing as far as meat because we don't have to eat meat.
But how
We
we
need
gonna,
to get,
how we supposed to be a vegetarian if you don't cook the greens or the peas and all that?
Well, Nesto, genius, you eat them raw. Okay. You can eat vegetables raw. Everybody didn't always throw everything on a fire. Some people just plucked it and ate it.
eat them raw. Is that what you're saying? We supposed to eat
Yes.
them raw?
no, he can cook still. That part.
So, Miss Fettuccine Alfredo, Miss, we're not supposed to eat meat, but you'll drink its milk. Okay. Miss Fettuccine Alfredo, Miss Processed Flour, Miss Cream Sauce and Cheese. What? Miss Hot Dogs, Miss Chili Dog, excuse me. Miss Chili Dog, can you please come to the front of the room, please? Miss Cream Sauce and Refined Flours. Miss doesn't eat vegetables. We're not supposed to eat meat. So what are we supposed to eat? Can you explain how this woman is sitting here trying to give a lecture on no meat lifestyle and this lady only eats processed foods and doesn't even eat vegetables
You know, it's
or
it's
fruit?
it's getting okay. So what a smart person would do in this climate is buy property where you can grow your own vegetables
Doesn't
and
drink
fruit and
water.
eat that. Because what's going to happen, and that's a slow, if they sneak and do shit. Bill Gates sneak and do shit, but it gets leaked because people work for him. He doesn't move on his own. So his shit gets leaked.
Oh
Everything
my
gets leaked
God.
if you got somebody that's got to help you do something. So, and in most of these instances, it's somebody in the FDA that's going to leak something because they're going to see what's going on and be against it. Not everybody's corrupt, and not everybody is for the bullshit that's going on in society. So everything gets leaked, whistleblowers, whatever you want to call it.
You have 1 minute
Global
remaining.
Tel Link is like, this is some bullshit.
But please call that lawyer and talk to him.
Please call that lawyer. Can you get back on your secretary? Can you please get back on the secretary, please? I need for you to focus right now. I need for you to focus. Can you please get back on your secretary? Me going to Shirley's, that's cap. That's cap. It's cap. I'm not going to Shirley's. That's cap. It's cap.
And please,
Okay.
It's
please
cap.
take the girl at least see if she looked at the video and just if she looked at the video and did she pass it on to him and whatever you need to
He
do.
got it. I told you I sent it to him, so it don't
Yeah,
matter.
it's
He got it.
a lot of stuff you sent last time to him, that email, all that wasn't his real shit.
He said his email was compromised. That's why they said his email was compromised. So I don't know how that happened.
Right.
But his phone, I sent it to his phone. I texted to his phone. So his phone is his phone. He don't respond for whatever reason. It's fine.
All that, but all right then. So you saying the game? Okay, just I'll call you back later. Long time. About 5 o'clock.
That's cool.
All right.
That's cool. 5 o'clock is fine. How about you?
All right. Have a great day today.
Maybe you have a great day today.
I'm going to sleep so I can sleep this shit off.
Sleep it off. Yeah, sleep it off.
Okay.
Feel better.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Don't forget to
Oh
like
my
and subscribe
God.
so you don't miss the next one.
Okay, let's see. I think she was gonna link them, but I might have an old because this was before. Let's see.
Yeah, sleep it off.
Okay.
Feel better.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, see,
so
look. Okay. Okay, the ultimatum, it's right there, but we're not gonna listen to that right now. So Shay added it. Look at that. Look at Shay. Okay. We'll get to it. Ernest talks about the marriage to Shirley. We'll have to get to, we're gonna do it tomorrow, I promise. Okay. Yeah, I can't, girl. We've been up here for lots of hours, 3 hours. I will look up the Sonya thing and we will definitely talk about that a little bit later. I have to read it and get the news. But yeah, if you go over to Blabber, I might have it for you. Like, let me just be quiet. Okay. Let me just be quiet. I told you what you needed to hear, and then I will tell you later what you want to hear, but that's it. I don't want to say too much. Okay. You got me? All right. Okay, you guys. I hope you had fun. I had fun. Thank you to everybody who showed up today. Thank you to everybody from in the chat. All 407 who are here right now. We had 409 actually today. Thank you everybody for coming and showing up and showing out. I feel like we had fun. Another fun jail call series, and we'll do some more tomorrow. Cause yeah, we don't know. It's the holiday season. Oh yeah, let me drop my holiday. Yes, it's the holiday season, y'all. Y'all. It's the holidays. It's the it's the holidays, y'all. Don't play about it. Okay. You can't watch Blabber. Okay. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Hold on.
You can sleep. Side hand, I'll be that too. Because chicks are young and this chick is old. So I'll be the side hand. Thank you, Reggie, for correcting her. I will be the side chick. The mistress, the side chick, the hand. It's whatever. I mean, name calling is what y'all do. That's
Okay, guys. I have to go, guys. I just got kind of an important call. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys a little bit later. Make sure to hit the thumbs up for me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.